Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. As usual, I'm trying to scarf down dinner before we get started. I have a delicious pasta that the kids helped me make tonight. Very excited about that. I'm also really excited that my buddy is backstage and we're going to get to chat. So let me go ahead and bring on Willie. Hello, friend. You are muted.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, my God. I forgot that my thing was on the screen when I first started. So I was like,
It be like that sometimes.
oh my God, it's really good. It's this penne pasta. It has like bell pepper and the little penne pasta, what do you call it, and then some sausage. It's pretty fire. Of course we have Kenny in the comments first. What were you gonna say?
Eating healthy.
Yeah, something like that. We've got a lot to cover today. I'm gonna give you a little preview of the topics that we're going to be covering. I had a lot of fun last week. I really enjoyed it. I'm not usually feeling like, hey, let's extend the show, but I was last time. That was pretty fun. And that's all thanks to y'all. All right, so let's get into the topics. Whoops, clicked the wrong button here. There we go. The topics for tonight. Okay, topic number 1, how men and women are different in relationships. Excuse me. Number 2, what is something a woman did that made you feel powerful in a good way, like you were showing up as the best version of yourself as a man? Number 3, would you rather have a hug or a compliment / praise from your woman? Number 4, who is your celebrity crush? And number 5, would you like this as a gift, which we will talk about what it is. Any exciting news to get into before we get into the show?
Oh, my bad. No, nothing really. I'm doing this. Launched that course, so doing all that coaching is.
Why don't you share a little bit about it? You know, I don't mind people plugging themselves when they're dedicated to this job.
Oh, I definitely wasn't want to do that, but yeah, I have a Section 8 investing course where, I've got a self-paced course. You can sign up for and take at your own pace. But then I also offer a done-for-you service where I go out with you and I'll go get your first property for you, and then I work with you over 16 weeks to pick up more properties. I give you my lenders, I give you my system, I give you all my points of contact, and then I just show you the game. And within those 16 weeks, the first lady that signed up, her and her husband did it. They've got 11 properties in the past month.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
absolutely amazing.
It's taken a lot of time. I said I wanted to do 100 people, and I didn't realize that meant that at some point it may be 100 hours of meetings. So I scaled back to 40 people.
Yep.
I can do 40 hours of meetings, but definitely, I like it. I kind of like an intuitive way for me to give back. And these people are, these people are making, life-changing money at the end of it. You say after, everything is said and done. So, I can feel like I'm helping people, in a way that's not also just me giving people money. It's helping people make money. And I think that's a lot more valuable.
Teach a man to fish.
Definitely.
Okay.
We catching some big fish. We're trying to get to it.
I love it. I'm about those fish. Well, if you would like to put any contact information in the comments, feel free to do so. Those of you watching the replay, you can look at the live chat box, live chat comments to see where you can get information about that if you're interested in a course like that.
Yeah, you DM me on Instagram. It's easier.
What'd you say?
Just DM me on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I had to change my Instagram name and everything. Like,
I saw that.
Yeah, crypto. I don't want to be associated with that space now because people think that you got money. That's been my name for 10 years.
Right. I know. I went to send you something today and I was like, where?
Yeah. A lot of people told me, like, bro, did you deactivate? No, man, I just changed my name. That's all. And I thought that it told y'all like when we change our names. I have. So yeah, for me, I thought that you guys would have known, but I also know that if you look at our messages, my profile picture is still the same. I ain't going crazy, so we're good.
Well, let's see. We got the first topic since you were fussing last time. We didn't do the topics first. I'll do the topics first.
Oh no, we don't have to do the topics first. We can. I wasn't talking about saying we didn't do the topics first. I'm just saying make sure we get through all of these motherfuckers at some point. Because you were like, oh, it's 10:00. We're on topic number 2. It's time to go. So that's. But the way you did it last time, cool. Because then it also gives other people the chance to join.
Now the tables have turned.
Yeah.
The OGs know they used to keep me captive, y'all. We just stuck on here till 2 a.m. Now they talking about wrap it up. Shut the door. I'm saying shut the doors of the church. They say
close the doors. Close the doors.
Close them doors. This is yummy.
Close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
There you go.
You know I had to play that one time. All right, those of you coming in, I know your mama taught you good manners. Make sure you say hello, drop your city and state, and we can know where you are watching from and say hello to you back. All right, so let's get into some horrifying news. I feel like I might have texted you about this. I'm not too sure. Did you know that ChatGPT can actually be used against you in a court of law?
Yeah, I actually read the terms and conditions before I sign up for shit that I put my information into. Of course, I knew this.
Imagine that. I was horrified. I'm like, what if someone's just venting and they're like, man, I hate my boss. And then your boss dies and then they're like,
now you're a suspect. Yeah. So, but what people can do is if they have the technical proficiency, they can download something like LM Studio, which is a learn language model management studio, and you can download the ChatGPT LLM, the learn language model, and you can run a local instance on your computer that's not going through theirs. But it's also going to be based on your PC processing power or some shit like that. So you got to have a really robust computer to get the max value. But for me, I like to run private stuff. And then 2, when you do it that way, you don't have to worry about the safeguards. Like, sometimes you can ask ChatGPT something that I can't tell you that, security, whatever. You run on your computer, teach you how to build a bomb. Like, there's nothing you can't find.
That is wild. So therapists, of course, are pissed off because a lot of people are using ChatGPT in lieu of therapy. And so in this Instagram post, it says another reason why therapists are not replaceable, ChatGPT. He said, I had several people give me the advice ChatGPT gave them to reduce conflict with their partner. And I told them that the advice will escalate conflict 80% of the time. Now, I don't know about that because ChatGPT's given me some amazing advice. One time we had him resolve an issue in real time. You can turn the feature on and be like, hey, and I'll talk back. I said, hey, we don't see eye to eye on this. Can you help walk us through it? And he literally was like, Monte, what do you think? And we just walked through it.
Yeah, I think that he's saying what he's supposed to say. He's supposed to tell people that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but if I want you to be fat, I'm going to tell you that Ozempic doesn't work. I'm going to tell you that none of the GLP-1s work, or that you should eat McDonald's every day to lose weight. I'm going to give you what supports my business model. Never listen to anybody that's telling you anything
that benefits.
That when it benefits them financially. Like,
right.
If you tell me, like, if someone came and was like, man, crypto is dumb, but you own a bank and you want a loan, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you just want me to have to go deal with them high ass interest rates, and I'm not willing to do it.
So speaking of McDonald's, I put that big old bite in my mouth. This guy did an experiment, and he took just chew. So terrible. He took a Five Guys burger and a McDonald's burger and a Burger King burger, and I didn't sit around and watch the whole thing, but I just saw the Five Guys and the McDonald's. He put that thing aside for 7 months. Like 7 months, as in more than half of a year, right? He pulls the Five Guys burger out, and it's almost black. Like, it is just, it's decaying. Things are growing off of it. Why did he pull the burger out from McDonald's and it was in pristine condition? It was just like a slight shade different. He put side by side when he just ordered in the store and the one that had been sitting there for 7 months. And he was like, now, why do you think people are getting sick eating this stuff? And I was like, but that was a shocking demonstration. He said, food rots. Food will decay. Like, this thing looked like, I don't even know what you would call it. It was so preserved. It was disgusting.
That only works with American McDonald's, though. If you do that,
other McDonald's tastes different.
Well, I went to oddly enough, right, the best lobster roll I had was from a McDonald's in Italy. Crazy, right?
It's
But
insane how they'll be in like beautiful like cathedrals and stuff with like chandeliers because they'll just put a McDonald's wherever.
there was a waiter in there. Like you sat at a table and there was a waiter. Like I loved it. But
Wow.
their food is a lot of the preservatives that are legal here are illegal in most other countries. So that's why typically, that Americans tend to be some of the largest people in the world, because it's chemically induced.
Yeah.
When I lived in the Middle East, the 6 years I was over there, like my eat the same even without working out, my walking around rate was 205, 210. In America, it's 230, 245. So
they say Italy,
the same
bread, pastas, all that stuff, and it does not hit them the same because it's not packed with all that crap.
Yep. You are 100% correct.
One of the kids was like, well, why would they want to do that? I'm like, because they make money off of sick people.
Yeah, the big pharma, they're going to get their bread one way or the other. They're going to keep you sick, they're going to make you sick, one of the two.
That part. That was wild. All right, y'all. So watch what you say on ChatGPT because it can be used against you. All right. Let me go ahead and add this last one because StreamYard limits how many you can do. There we go. Okay. Next. So I thought this was interesting considering the gentleman. I don't know if we can call him a gentleman. This guy last week.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Yeah.
Just check out this story. Let's see. Oh, it's out of order. Hold on, y'all. I gotta look. Hang on. Oh, there it goes. I had it labeled wrong. Okay.
They recognized the guy.
It felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. So I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual...
Pretending to be, like, crouching down by a bookshelf and then coming behind me and smelling me. And he does the same thing to another girl in the video as well.
I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me.
At least his name is out there, his face is out there, so people can be aware and cautious.
Look at this guy. You see this guy? Look
his ears look like chess pieces. Why his ears like that? They look like those little Martian things in Toy Story. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, it does.
Or those things you throw against the wall and they stick and they just like flimsy in the
God was like, I want to make sure you can be identified when you do crime. So we're gonna have very distinguishable features.
Serial butts. And the crazy thing is, right? Imagine if we're going to jail or going to court and have to say you were hereby charged with being a serial butt sniffer. How do you plead?
That's on your record. That's on your record.
That's horrible.
I can't.
I mean, I hope he beat the case.
That was wild. And it was crazy. She set up the camera and he wasn't even like, because it didn't seem like it was hidden very well, the angle and stuff, but he could not help himself. That is different. Like, that'd be a story that you wouldn't be able to convince people of if you didn't have evidence. Like, no, I'm sure he was just tying his shoe. No, that was crazy. Hey, E Black, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We got a couple people watching, but only 2 have said hello. Make sure you guys say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, and I can greet you. All right, let's take this guy off. I can't stand to see that any longer than I need to. All right. This one is very interesting. Okay. Do you remember the girl who was called Gorilla Glue Girl?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait till you see why she's made the news here. All right. Let's see.
To tell my story.
She got a movie coming out.
Got some thug in you, right? So what you looking for, first lady? I got some glue in my head and I can't get it out.
So this woman went viral because she put Gorilla Glue on her hair.
Oh my God, did you really put glue in your hair?
Yes, you look a mess. This house look a mess. Always trying to embarrass me.
Here it is, I'm trying to check you out and do something for you.
What's the secret prayer?
Pray for what? I want to get me a golfer, a man like Pastor. When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Talking to like that.
Man, what is this on my head?
I put Gorilla Glue in my hair.
You tell the people why you put the glue in your hair?
Not her rocking with the thing. Okay, I gotta know by your comments. Would you watch this movie? Yes or no? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm low key interested to know why she did it. I low key want to know why. Yeah, but she's starring in her own film.
I'll
That's not
let
gonna be.
y'all tell. I'll let y'all tell me how it was. Like,
You get the cliff notes from somebody.
yeah, because I thought she was on OnlyFans. So I mean, she went from if she was on OnlyFans to Tubi movies. I guess that's the normal progression. Now, next thing she'll be in a Tyler Perry movie. Like,
Well, she ready for that? Those wigs,
like, and then they make it seem like the dude in the movie is abusive. You can't hurt that girl. She got a helmet on.
Maybe that's why Maybe that's why she put it in her hair to protect her.
Hey, she hard headed now.
You know what? Oh my God. Speaking of hairstyles, I have to know this. What do you guys think about this hairdo? I have never seen it until, it became this trend. I don't know, maybe they were doing that in the 90s, but I looked down. I just don't understand. I don't know where it became a thing. Like, you can actually buy the individual little pieces and just stick them on, but that's what it looks like. It just looks like individual little sections. This ain't it. Well, you're in the majority. 52% of the men said no.
Yeah, I believe. Just tell me you got edges. I'm cool. You ain't gotta have
a fake baby hairs. I never even knew like the edge thing was a thing until people started talking about it, but apparently it is. Wild, wild, wild. Okay. All right, let's move on. What else do we have here? This is a wild story. Let me read the I
read this one. This was hilarious to me.
Oh my God.
This is the ultimate. This is the most covert way to be like, fuck them kids ever. I love it.
I don't know why this thing won't open. Okay, I'm clicking it too many times. All right, it says a Michigan teenager spent a year being relentlessly harassed online by an anonymous cyberbully, only to discover the person behind the screen was her own mother. The teen's mother, Kendry Lakari, used a VPN and fake accounts. She went through a lot of work to send over 349 pages of cruel messages to her daughter and the boy she was dating. The case shocked investigators and the public alike, as Lakari initially helped her daughter report the harassment before being identified by the FBI. She has since pleaded guilty to computer crimes and could face up to 10 years in prison. This disturbing story highlights how online anonymity can be abused even by those closest to us. It's a reminder of how deep deception can run, especially when tech is used as a weapon instead of a tool. That was my broadcasting voice for anybody who cares. That's another level. Like, she's confiding in her mom. She's crying. I don't know what this person wants.
I think that black people have been one-ups because, black niggas, they'll steal some shit and help you look for it, right? This lady was bullying her kid and helping her report this shit. Like, that's a new level of diabolical.
That is wild.
That is amazing. When I read the story the first time, I was like, good for you, mom. Like, do you know how lame you have to be for your own parents to want to bully you? Like, not trying, not victim blaming for anybody,
I want to know what she was bullying her about.
Probably her appearance and her hygiene. And of course she would know, like, that's why you didn't wash your ass. You don't even wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. You got doo-doo stains in your drawers. Like, all the stuff that only a mother would know about their child. is probably what she was saying. And that's also probably why it was effective, because she knew it was true.
I would say she had every ammunition that she
Oh,
needed.
yeah.
That is,
You know where all the bodies buried.
Wild. Somebody said in the comments that Black parents just do it to your face. They harass you to your face. This is next level. Yeah, that was intense.
That's a double whammy. You find out that your mom.
Yo,
It's not supposed to be
mama.
funny, but it's funny to me.
That's on another level. Okay. This one is really, really interesting to me. We had a little discussion in the house if we were, have a problem with this, or we're like, gone.
Gays. High up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens
Back it up so you can hear the beginning.
work. No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only. They are millennials and Gen Z, and this is a new update of age-old prejudice.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
It's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out, even if...
Well, I mean, you don't let everyone into your home.
Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And while the men do the physical labour, the women take care of the children who live here full time. It could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do.
You might be wondering how any of this can be legal. Return to the Land is structured as a private members association, which they believe allows them to discriminate on the basis of ethnicity, along with other factors. That has yet to be tested in the courts and may well fail. The Arkansas Attorney General has said his office is now reviewing the matter as a result of our reporting, and that there is no room for racial discrimination in Arkansas or anywhere in a free society.
I think it was invented there. What do you mean there's no room for it, sir? It's Arkansas. What are we talking about? Arkansas is one of the most
We will
racist
not
states in
return.
America.
Oh my God. Are you mad that a bunch of
Not at all.
them want to live in their own little area?
Not at all, because I'm petty. So I'll just buy the land around their stuff and then build only Section 8 black-owned homes. Now you're surrounded by us. One way in, one way out. No,
I actually kind of like identifying where they are. Like, now we know where you are. We know what to not patronize. Like, I don't want to patronize a business if that's how you really feel. But if I know and you don't want my business and I don't want to give you your business, hey, that's a win-win.
yeah, they're just making a sundown town. Really, it's sundown town model version 2025.
Oh my God.
It ain't,
Well, it's
man,
not even
gonna work.
sundown. It's all day sun up, sundown.
Oh yeah, true. They took it. It's just a 24. It's a no sun town. Like, they probably gonna call it No Colors Arkansas.
Oh
That's
my,
gonna be the name of the city. They're gonna change the Ozark Springs to the No Color Springs.
that is so out of
Colorless
control.
Arkansas.
Because
I mean, it sounds good to me. I like the idea that I'm equal. It's a lot of people say be black centric, black first, black only, support black business. I don't have an issue with the white people saying support white businesses or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me. And I understand, because it's what's good for us, what's fair for us, got to be fair for them too. So
Yeah, I know they were saying that Dr. Martin Luther King, had second thoughts about segregation because we were thriving when we were on our own. So I'm not necessarily anti-segregation as long as I think if it's voluntary, that's great. If you're told you can't do this, you can't do that. But if somebody wants to have their own little private community, because I know there's black homesteads and things like that. So I'm like, hey, knock yourself out. Okay, so this was a interesting little situation. I don't know how realistic it looked for it to get this guy, but there was a man who crashed into a painted tunnel. There was not authorization for this to be drawn. So this is what the story said. A bizarre case of real-life cartoon mischief has gone viral after someone painted a hyper-realistic tunnel on the side of a bridge, complete with a shadowy passage and a painted roadrunner. The illusion was so convincing that a reporter sorry, I don't mean to laugh, that a driver reportedly crashed into the wall, mistaking it for an actual road. The incident took place last night, and images from the scene show the aftermath of the crash. Police are now on the lookout for the anonymous artist whose pranks sparked both outrage and laughter online. Locals are calling it both dangerous and genius, with many comparing the stunt to something straight out of a Looney Tunes episode. The damage to the car was minor, but they are treating the act as vandalism and safety risk. So they are treating the unknown painter like a folk hero. The search is still on. So the debate is over whether this is art, comedy, or criminal mischief. I'm trying to look up there. I didn't even see the Roadrunner until right now. You see him
on the... how drunk you got to be to drive into this?
I was like, but there's so many questions I have for the person driving into it, because the way that it is, it looks like it's like in a parking lot or something.
Yeah. Like, and then too, if he drove into that in broad daylight, he definitely need his ass beat. Because how you can't even see that at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna stand out for real. But yeah, bro. Just I want to hear the insurance phone call. Like, can you report that to his insurance? I want to see like what he says. Like, I drove into the side of a wall, but it ain't my fault because somebody painted a tunnel on it. Like, I want to see that. I hope they drop his ass as soon as he calls.
That is intense. Yeah, I don't. That's different. I just saw so many things today. I was like, we got to talk about this on the show. That was definitely interesting. All right, let's see what else do we have for you. Oh, this one was insane. Okay, so this couple, supposedly she's dying. Now, I don't know if this is actually them, because a lot of people put pictures up, but it's not the actual people. But the wife is dying of cancer, and allegedly her husband sent her this text message, and I will read it to you. It's on the screen, but I'll just leave the picture up. Let's see. All right, this is what he said. My computer is being so weird tonight. Okay, there we go. She's talking, and then he says, she's in the green. He says, "Listen, it's been hard. I can't handle watching you die. I feel alone. I feel trapped. I'm not sure where or what I'm going to do, but my mom, my therapist, and my buds all agree this is the best course. I've invested a lot during your treatment in recouping what I've put in, plus extra for my future. I can still have one." That was diabolical. "I'm so sorry that you're dying. I truly am. But I cannot be a part of it, and I cannot watch it anymore. This is the last time you'll hear from me. Please don't hate me. Just move peacefully. Be happy for me that I can live for us both. That I can breathe for us both. This can't be real. That maybe one day I can love for us both. I'm going to see the places you wanted to see, but," and then it cut off. Hey, there is no way. Somebody needs to fact check that. There is no freaking way that someone was that diabolical to write something like that. Hey, Falake, good to have you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
As much of a fan as I am of cold-hearted savagery, I'm having a hard time finding that one to be real. That's like some shit that, again, a Tyler Perry movie. That's some shit they'll say in that type of show.
But I don't writes that. Let me
and
see.
Then press is sin. But the problem is, like, again,
right.
He's got an Android, so we could just start there. But yeah, I took enough to recoup what I've spent on your treatments, plus for my future. I can live for us both. I can breathe for us both.
That is next level. I'm doing this. I'm doing a ChatGPT story. It says, okay, there has been a widely shared story where a woman named Marie publicly claimed her husband texted her to say he was leaving and empty their joint bank account just after a cancer diagnosis, saying he needed to recoup his investment in her care and move on. This case circulated across TikTok, Reddit, and got covered by outlets like New York. What is NZ? That's not a state abbreviation, is it? NZ Herald, whatever NZ means, and Australia's news in a real sense that she shared it herself, but it's one individual account, not independently verified by those outlets. There's no independent verification. Interesting, but this is what experts say. Studies show over 25,000 couples across Europe. Studies of over 25,000 couples across Europe suggest that divorce is more likely to be initiated if the wife is the one with a serious illness, especially brain cancer, more than if the husband is. And I've heard that before. That is wild. Yeah. But to send that text, that's next level. Next level. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Oh, this was kind of cute. This was from 1913. These are marriage tips. These were actual marriage tips from 1913. And I'm going to read my copy because it's way bigger. But I'll read a couple of these. This is advice, do's and don'ts for wives and for husbands. So if you want to know what they were saying over 100 years ago, this is what it was. That's crazy, over 100 years ago. For wives, don't let him have to search the house for you after his day's work. Listen for his latchkey and meet him on the threshold. Don't say, I told you so to your husband, however much you feel tempted to. It does no good, and he will be grateful to you for not saying it. Don't be discontented and think your husband is not manly if he happens to be short and thin and not very strong. Manliness is not a purely physical quality. This one is tickling. Don't let your husband wear a violet tie and grass green socks. If he is unhappily devoid of color sense, he must be forcibly restrained. Lastly, don't omit to pay your husband a compliment. If he looks nice dressed for the opera, tell him so. If he's been successful with his chickens or his garden, compliment him. All right. Now, my favorite is from the husband side. Did I send you this one?
Nope.
It says, don't increase the work of the house by leaving all of your things lying about in different places. If you are not tidy by nature, at least be thoughtful. I immediately thought of our conversation on the panel, came to that. This is coming from the 1913, the 1900s. She said, do not leave your stuff. And don't keep all your jokes for your male friends. Let your wife share. All right, y'all. You heard it. You heard it there. It is a fact. You got to put your stuff in your hamper.
I mean, hey, I was team. I didn't disagree with putting it in the hamper. Just that if he misses something or something, whatever, there should be also like a, oh my God, you never put your stuff up in the bathroom. That I just didn't think it should elicit that.
Okay, that's fair.
That's all.
That's fair.
I put my stuff in the hamper. I actually separate my clothes already, like in different hampers. So all you have to do when you do my laundry is just dump them in. And then I have a load of like my t-shirts that I have to fold. As soon as I get them out the dryer, I have a separate shape and color basket for those. So all of those clothes get washed together. If I got to hang it up or fold it, it goes in that.
Right.
Yeah. And we're
pretty meticulous.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Okay. This one was just being a little bit silly here, but actually a lot of women think this way. So I thought it would be fitting. Let's go ahead and put this video up here.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my bad. I was looking at my watch. Hey, just want to say, nice bandana.
Oh my God, thank you. Do you live in the neighborhood?
Oh yeah, I live just up the way. Me and my wife and kids moved in a few months.
I'm sorry, did you say your wife and kids?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and ask that you don't speak to me unless there's a potential of you falling in love with me, right? Like, if you're not single, please don't talk at me, don't look at me, don't, I like your bandana. Like, what the am I supposed to think about that, right? With your cute smile and your pretty eyes. You know how hard it is to meet someone these days? You give me that kind of energy, then what am I supposed to think? My wife, my kids. I was already thinking about our imaginary kids, and now they're dead. Do you get that? You killed our imaginary kids. How does that feel? Does that feel good? And I'm happy for you. I am. But honestly, I already wasted my time this morning with the guy in the grocery store who asked me what time it is. So just, okay?
I'm sorry. Okay,
Not another word. I like your banana. What the
Excuse the language, even though it was bleeped. Oh my God. I can relate. Hey, Keisha, good to see you. I had this guy. We were at a friend's event. We found out we had a mutual friend. And so, of course, we struck up a conversation because we had a mutual friend. And the event wasn't that big. And we were talking and kiki and just, great chemistry. And I think exchanged social media. And then his wife walked in. And I was like, I didn't even know he was married. He didn't have a ring on. I was single as a Pringle. But I was just like, yeah, I could have brought that up. And he tried to play dumb. I was like, yeah, I didn't really think it. I don't know what he said, but I was just like, bruh.
He'd have been better off if he'd have been like, listen, I was going to try and crack before you found out. Because then at least you would have respected him.
Sheesh.
You wasn't going for it, but at least you would have respected him because he sounds stupid. Well, I never thought to bring it.
Plot twist. I ended up being friends with the wife. It was an insane turn of events. And eventually it all came out. I was just like, look, I can't be your friend and not tell you like what went down. And she still wanted to be friends. So that was the wild part. But yeah, that was interesting. I was just like, bro, come on.
She want to keep you close. She keep you as a friend. She ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, you trying to go in there and do some nasty stuff to her man. You know, y'all
Look,
slick like that. Y'all are definitely slick when it comes to trying to like how you guys move in strategic friendships. We'll call them.
That's one thing I don't want is someone else's man. But I understand somebody, they don't know. They don't know what the other person's got going on. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I think we are almost done with our hot topics. Yeah, she's back. Hey, girl.
I be everywhere, y'all. I'm sorry. I be everywhere.
How dare you have a life in the summertime? That's just rude. Oh my gosh. All right, we got some hot topics before we get into our show tonight. So you're actually gonna get a few of them because we're almost done. Let me get rid of these other ones we already did so I don't get distracted. Okay, here we go. Actually, this might be the last one. Okay, this is wild.
Why is the marriage between this man and woman the scariest thing we've witnessed in a while? Because not only were these two both married to other people when they were both caught having an affair, both of their spouses are no longer alive. That groom is none other than J.P. Miller, Micah Miller's husband. And just 4 days after Micah was found with what they believe was self-inflicted wounds that ended her life, her husband was spotted out with this woman. Meet Susie Skinner, whose husband Chris passed away 1 week after confronting JP about the affair JP was having with his wife Susie. Chris, seen in this picture with his now 17-year-old twins and wife Susie, was a quadriplegic who lost his ability to walk at the age of 20. And after finding out about his wife's affair with Micah Miller's husband JP, drowned in a pool.
I am really sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's been rough. It's been rough. And the only thing that's been really getting me through is my family.
Fast forward to last year when Micah Miller herself was found unalived. In Micah's case, she survived long enough to make several videos explaining what a hardship she was going through in her marriage, making it sound like she quite possibly also knew about JP's affairs.
I just want to let you know that I'm alive and well, and life's been kind of crazy the couple past weeks, months, years. But I've kind of had to keep my circle really small for the past couple weeks just because I'm going through a lot and it's hard and it's my cross to bear.
Why am I saying affairs plural? Because Micah's husband JP wasn't just making headlines for her mysterious disappearance and then finding her not alive. He was also making headlines because 2 months before anyone even filed for a divorce, he was leaving his number to waitresses on receipts. Since this couple came forward publicly dating, they also reopened Chris's case. Whether you believe Susie and JP had anything to do with their spouses no longer being here, it's going to be interesting to see which one survives this marriage.
Yo, first things first. The guy was a paraplegic. That means no arms and legs, right? How did he end up in a pool?
First
You know,
of all,
a paraplegic is not going swimming on his own.
How did he end up confronting Buddy? Like, what did he do? Roll up on him like, hey, you messing with my wife? Like, what are we talking about right now?
I will not partake in that comment.
I'm not trying to be funny, but God, if a dude in a wheelchair that's paralyzed from the mouth down tries to roll up on me being like, hey, you messing with my wife, I'm probably just gonna dump you out of your chair. Like, you better be buckled in. Like, what, like you know, like there's no what can we do? You gonna spit on me? You gonna like try to headbutt me? Like, and your neck muscles is weak. So we like, what are we talking about?
Where is my there we go. I gotta put that bad boy up. The
There's
views and
no way.
opinions.
Could you imagine being confronted by a girl that was paralyzed from the nose down?
It would be a verbal
altercation. Is confronting me right? Can you even say she confronted me though? Like,
she came in front.
I feel like you got to stand up to confront somebody. That's the first thing.
Right.
That's just one thing to come with it, right? And especially as a man, like, why would you confront me by a pool, sir? You finna die. Like, listen.
Well, that was a week before his death. But one of the things said pastor's wife. So I'm like, this dude who's alive now as the pastor, I need to find out. Somebody said this Netflix story is going to be a hell of a story.
This is what I'm gonna watch. Yeah, this is the one that I want to see because, hey, how y'all was both cheating and both your spouses end up and then y'all end up getting married. Well, that's like a battle royale. This is the final match of a life or death tournament, the marriage edition.
Oh my God! Don't let them get into a fight.
Hey, no, we need to let them go on Love Island.
Oh my gosh!
See how that works.
Oh, I love Love Island.
I would love to see them on Love Island.
This is absolutely wild. I was trying to see if they had more. I thought she had more stories of this, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do research and see because that is insane. I recently watched a documentary of this guy whose wife died, and they he alleged that it was a hunting accident, although she was an avid hunter, and the guns are always unloaded before they go to sleep because they were in Africa, and the tour guides always go with them and make sure everything is right or whatever. So he was getting away with it, but he moved on really quickly and got with his mistress. I don't think they got married, but they moved in, got a place or whatever. It was this whole crazy story. But allegedly he was at a restaurant, and you know how between songs it'll get quiet. Like, have you ever been kind of yelling something in a club and then the music is changing and it's like, oh, it got really quiet in the part. Well, apparently got quiet right at the part where he said, I killed my wife for you. So the waiter ended up, talking to the FBI, and it was this whole thing. But I'm just like, I don't understand people who can just murder, like just divorce and move on. That is crazy. Right. He's like, no, till death do us part.
I don't understand unaliving somebody unless they keep you from your kids. Outside of that, I don't get it.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't.
That good.
Divorce is easy, but playing with somebody's kids, I don't feel bad. Like, if I was a judge and a dude came in here and unalived this old lady because she was keeping the kids from him and doing all that, he getting community service. I mean, I'm not going to send him to jail. Those kids need him now, clearly.
I'm done.
Clearly. He don't get 8,000 hours, though. He don't get a lot of community service. But
right.
Community service during school hours so he can get it done.
No, I'll let him do his virtually, remote.
Oh,
no, you did.
Okay. Yeah. Remote community service. Okay.
Yeah, so you can do 12 hours a day and knock that shit out.
I can't. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. So that was our killer couple. I think that is everything, and we're gonna get into our topics. I was telling Willie, I think tonight might be a slower evening. I think this is, yeah, we already got that one. And
I'm on my
this
phone,
was,
so I don't get this. I don't see the like when I'm on my computer. I don't see like the
oh,
comments or where that would be. You know, because I'm
oh,
on
okay.
StreamYard versus YouTube. I don't know.
I'll have to let you know if there's any juicy comments. Right now,
Yeah.
people have not been commenting that much tonight. Okay. Let's see. Let's get into question number 1. Let me scroll here. Okay. Question number 1, this is how men and women are different in relationships, and there is a video to accompany it.
In love, where women remember everything and men are just trying to remember why she's mad. Here's how men and women are different in relationships. Number 1, arguments. When a disagreement happens, she questions the entire relationship and starts mentally rewriting her vows. And him? He doesn't even know they're in a fight. Number 2, getting ready to go out. She's been getting ready for 90 minutes, had 3 outfit changes and 2 mental breakdowns, and a few tears. He got ready in 4 seconds without looking at a mirror. Lastly, number 3, expressing their feelings. The female attempts emotional connection, saying something like, I want to feel seen, validated, and understood on a molecular level. And he replies something like, I want a massage. She is dumbfounded. In conclusion, we learn women want emotional intimacy, mental connection, and a weekly check-in. And men are just trying to figure out if this is about a thing he said, a tone he said it in, or something he didn't say at all.
I thought that was funny. You have any thoughts, sir? The male on the panel? Before I get into these comments.
No, that's. I mean, that's pretty much. That's a good,
Sounds about accurate.
Humorous way to summarize the differences between us. I'm okay with that.
Oh my goodness! So this one did not. Excuse me. This one did not have a lot of comments. It says Is it hyperbolic or hyperbolic?
Hyperbolic.
Hyperbolic. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Hyperbolic, but not wrong. Laughing emoji. Someone else said each gender's nature is different. In that context of a relationship, essential male nature consists of problem solving, procreation, provision, and protection. Come on, alliteration. Some components of female nature includes nurturing, support, insight, beauty, and chaos, good or bad. So I thought that was funny. All right, we're gonna slide on into number 2. What is something that a woman did that made you feel powerful in a good way? Like you were showing up as the best version of yourself as a man. What is something that a woman did that made you feel powerful? Do you have any instances that you can think of?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, I don't know. It would be like in a romantic relationship, it'd be like my mom or somebody being supportive or some shit like that, but not my woman. I don't draw power or powerful feelings from my woman. I wake up like that. That's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
that's good.
I don't think that.
You okay?
Where did y'all go?
Oh man, we thought you had an accident.
I know.
Oh,
I
man.
hope it was just a phone falling. Doggone.
Oh man, I thought you had a wreck. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't
saw
think
the tunnel, Willie.
Yeah, that's the car from the tunnel. Okay, I see. That was you missed that part. But no, I don't think. I can't think of anything. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I just don't believe that it's happened for me yet.
Excuse me. I cannot stop yawning. Okay, well, some guys did have something where a woman made him feel powerful. He said reciprocating efforts and consistency, saying thank you and I appreciate you. Another guy said saying thank you to him. A simple I see you puts batteries in our backpack. Someone else said acknowledge one of my qualities and celebrated it and me. Someone else said, I'm always going to show up at my best. If I do anything less and I'm selling myself short, I think that should go both ways. That's but actively reciprocating things with me, just tell me that you appreciate me and show up. Someone else said, simply say thank you without being backhanded. Someone else said, nothing like that has ever happened to me. And then the last guy said, stop trying to control everything and I feel safe with you. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have answered that way to that particular question, but it's interesting that everyone kind of interpreted it the same way.
Yeah, damn, men want to be appreciated and want their women to show gratitude so bad that's what makes them powerful. Shit, the bar is set in hell.
The bar is beneath the ground. It was buried underground.
Yeah, subterranean. Like what?
Oh my gosh!
Nothing wrong. No list to the guys, but I like to use words for what they mean, and and not what I'm saying my own customized definition of them. That's how you have concise and clear communication with people.
Somebody got mad at me because of my proper use of words, and like if they would say something and I would say, oh, well, actually that's this word, and they're like, you know what I mean, and I'm like, no, literally I didn't. That's I was like, did you mean this word? Because what you said didn't make sense. Like, it's raining outside, I'm gonna go get my Ziploc bag. Like, you mean umbrella? Like, it was like that where you're like, your face looks like Keisha's. Like, what? Ziploc bag? Like, the word you're looking for is umbrella or galoshes or raincoat. Yeah, I'm just like, let's use the words that mean what they mean. And that's not me trying to be snobby. I'm just trying to understand. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to move on to number 3. Excuse me. Number 3, and we're already halfway through the show. Y'all, look at us. Would you rather have a hug or a compliment / praise from...
Wait, hold on. Why we skip? Why ain't y'all answer about what a man could do for y'all? Just all you gotta do is flip the question.
Oh, to make people powerful?
Yeah, like because we can now. One thing we can definitely empower our women. We can definitely do that.
I would say, speaking life into me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like Monte, I don't know. I would necessarily feel powered, but like maybe empowered. Like I can do something. Yeah. And he's so encouraging. Like I did not want to try again to get on TikTok's monetization program because they did me dirty years ago last time. And I was just like, it was so discouraging because I had worked so hard to hit the numbers. And so finally I was like, you know what, let me stop being dumb. Everyone says there's really good money over there. Let me just do it. And so I went to get monetized, and you get 30 days to do it. And I did it in 15. I was so proud of myself. This was like 2 or 3 days ago. And the whole way Monte was just cheering me on because you look at your numbers and like where it's going. And he's like, you think it was my channel? I'm like, I know. And I love that with him. But that made me feel empowered. So like somebody said the battery pack, that made me feel like that. So when you've got someone like speaking positively to you and encouraging you and then cheering you on when you hit your goals, I freaking feel like I'm flying. What about you, Miss Keisha? It looks like your hair is growing.
Same.
By the way.
Thank you. I think I knew I was going to say exactly what you said. I was going to say, I wouldn't say powerful, but empowered, because y'all know I've been dating, so I've been a little MIA. But for this guy, like, he knows he's a chef and I'm a baker.
Is he still the same guy?
Yeah, he's still around. Yeah.
Yay!
And so it's pretty exciting, but I'm more, he doesn't do like, I'm a business owner. He's retired military. He's cool. He's like, I'm good, retirement. But one thing he does is every time I bake a cake or every time I have orders, he's there to assist. And he's like, so I'm starting y'all the first one to hear it from me, so you'll see it. But I just built, I got the idea from a friend, another baker friend in Maryland, but I'm building a mobile dessert bar.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I can go all the pop-ups, roll up to the pop-ups with my mini cakes. You can get like any kind of toppings, things like that. And they're building it. So he's been helping with that. And I think that really makes me true. Yeah. I might take that in consideration, actually.
Okay, put a little K on the cake.
Somebody told me the other day, he was like, you're always just caking it. And I was like, oh, that's a great hashtag, just caking it. So I like that. Cute. Like you said, Monty, I love the empowerment thing for me. It be, if that answers your question. I love being pushed.
Make sure you trademark both of those names. Yeah, make sure you trademark both of those.
No, I love it. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to number 4. This is a easy, whimsical question. I thought they'd be blowing me up on this one. But a handful of people answered. Who is your celebrity crush?
Willie B.
You said who?
Willie B. I was waiting for him to go first.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's your celebrity crush. I was like, wait.
No.
I'm like, send your autograph.
I don't have it. I don't have a celebrity crush.
I knew you was gonna say that.
My woman.
We knew he was gonna say that. Okay,
yeah,
you
right.
Yeah, you want to go?
Well, for me, it's Idris. Idris is my celebrity crush.
How you got a crush on a married
I'll
man?
take an Idris. Morris Chestnut is a celebrity. I know I'll never have him. It's just off of looks. That's it.
He married too.
Just off of more. Okay, let me see. Unmarried.
Home wrecker crushing over here.
Right. I just like the acting, and he's handsome. I mean, I can look as long as I don't touch, right? Willie B, come on.
Just look.
I'm not blind.
Don't let that man's wife stop you from finding your husband.
See, my thing is like I could just say who's attractive because I have a very weird life and I've met a lot of people in the industry, and so for me, like I would never do a hall pass period, but I definitely would not have that if I was, because it's too easy to meet those people, and dated someone who might be somebody's celebrity crush. So, but I would say there are people who I think are really, really handsome. They're like, why are you so handsome for? Were you a little distracted watching the movie? Like, wait, playback.
Right, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, you ain't really answer it. But
one of my red flags is that if a girl watches a movie with like one of these sexy flexy dancing ass niggas in it too many times, it's a red flag for me.
Oh, good.
She's like, I didn't hear the dialogue. Let's go back.
Like, yeah, or like the girls who watch Creed like 1, 2, and 3 all day and don't know shit about boxing, but they just want to stare at Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors. It's a red flag.
I'll take him then.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors went to graduate from my high school.
He did. On Sinners, yeah, I had it, man. Listen, he could have got it in that movie, child. Both characters, both the brothers.
At the same time?
No, that's a train. Ain't that what y'all call it? No.
One
at a time.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
We define, but we don't judge.
It's the same person. It's the same person. So.
I mean, if it's twins, technically,
No, never have and never will. They ain't on the bucket list of mine.
Oh man, yeah, because that's a special type of train. That's a VIP. There's got to be a name for that.
Right. 2 train. Maybe two.
That's funny.
Oh, all right, that's it.
Sorry, my neighborhood chat was writing. I thought this was urgent. Okay. All right. Celebrity crush.
I ain't seen y'all in a few weeks. I gotta catch up.
I know. You know who has a new boo thing, and everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time my cakes, I usually try to do both.
Yeah.
But it's been picking up, so I can't.
Good.
I really can't be. Yeah, I can't be on the car. Like I be.
Oh, and I was teasing you.
Cakes.
I was teasing you. Cut out. I think I was saying there's someone who got in a relationship, and the people are saying, yeah. So I wasn't directed at you. I definitely will take you when we can.
Oh, I can't hear nothing.
Oh, did you hear Common and Jennifer Hudson are booed up now? And everyone's like, yeah,
they've been booed up for a while.
I didn't know that. I knew he had flirted with her and stuff, and but supposedly, according to the video that I saw. Say it again. You cut out.
I don't know what's up with this. Didn't he propose to her recently?
I don't know. Let me see.
You sure? I feel like I saw a proposal recently.
So he was with what's her face? I'm blanking on her name. Jessica, was it the comedian? And then they didn't last. But they were saying like he always dates people and they never get together. All right, let's see if he's engaged.
He got like eight of the people from the, was it Common?
No, you are right. They are engaged. I did not know that. They have been linked romantically since 2022 when rumors were swirling after they worked together on a film. In 2024, he appeared on her show and playfully confirmed their relationship. See, I thought he was just being playful. I didn't know he was being serious on that interview. I did not know that. They said they're ready to take the next step and get married possibly later this year. So you helped me out. Yeah, I had no idea. I thought they just got in a relationship. Oh, wait a minute. It says a marriage proposal is expected soon. So I guess they just said they want. See, one thing says they're engaged, and then another thing says. So yeah, Tiffany Haddish. That's who it was. Tiffany Haddish. She was the one dating Tiffany Haddish.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just seen I seen a picture not too long ago, and it had all the women that he dealt with. It was Tiffany Haddish. Was it Tiffany Haddish? Oh girl. It was like 5 of them in the industry, like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
In the industry that the women we love and respect.
Kim Jones.
The other ones were.
Erykah Badu. Wow. Erykah Badu. Yeah. Taraji P. Henson. Serena.
Taraji. All of them.
Serena. Yeah. Angela Rye. I think that's it.
You could have left her out.
Wow. Angela Rye?
Yeah.
Who is that?
A pest.
Oh, I was gonna say she was someone that
I don't remember who that is.
Was brought up years ago in my Facebook group. That's funny. Yep. A little sensitive subject there. You sound like me with some individuals.
Oh, my bad.
So we will move right along. Okay, so if you guys want, you could share your celebrity crush in the comments. Our last one, would you like this as a gift? And it's funny, I sent it to my guy and he was like, oh, that's dope. Let's see. Oh, we got Jacob in the house. What it do? All right, so would you like this as a gift? Let me show you what it is. Guys. Oh, and I skipped the question number 3. Your message on beef jerky. I thought this was hilarious. It's beef jerky made into the shape of flowers, and then you could put a little message on the beef jerky. It's called meat hearts instead of sweethearts. It was like a twist on Valentine's Day. So I asked the group if they would like that as a gift, and there was a resounding hell no.
I was hoping that. Meat hearts? That sounds gay. I mean,
I didn't think about that.
That just meat hearts, baby. Thanks for the meat hearts. Can you imagine a man saying, "Thank you so much for the meat hearts"? Like it really made my day. Like no.
When you put it like that, 92% said nah, doesn't do it for me. There were just a handful who said I'd love that. One guy said, I like humor in my relationship, and this would be hilarious. Someone else said, nah, I'm good. She knows what I want. Someone else said,
right.
This like me buying her a vacuum. Someone else said, no, we don't want need or want things to look cute. We don't want an experience. We want utility. Buy me beef jerky if you want to. Just buy me beef jerky if you want me to have beef jerky.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Okay. So I didn't realize I skipped this one. I asked the question and then, that's because Willie said he wanted to hear our answers. All right, so let me go back. I was like, how did I skip that? Okay, let's see here. So would you want a hug or a compliment and praise from your woman? What do you think the men said? It was pretty half and half, almost half and half.
I think they picked compliments. Well, no, I don't know. I'd probably say maybe I could make an argument for hugs too, because most men don't have any type of female contact. So I could see both sides. I could see it being real close.
The shade. Well, survey says 55% said give me the praise.
That's what I want. I want the compliment.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can hug me like when I don't want you to
when we get into bed.
Well, no, I mean, ain't even gotta be in the bed. Just like don't hug me with clothes on.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I don't. Yeah,
That's the same
I
about
take the
the
compliments though. Like the compliments, most men we don't get complimented like that. Like
that's what I was gonna say. They don't usually get them. And when I would compliment guys, they'd get freaked out because they didn't get them. They're like, "What do you want? What's about to happen?" I was like, "Dang, I just trying to tell you look nice."
Yeah, I compliment guys.
I do that a lot now.
I'll be like, bro, that's a fire ass fit, or like,
Right.
especially if I'm a sneaker guy, right? And like, even that, most dudes that never happens. Or if I see like a couple out, and I'm like, hey, I was like, how you get this? I'm saying well dressed, you know what I'm saying, killer. Like, I always try to, you know what I'm saying, to pay it forward, and then I just, and I'm also good at doing it and not sounding gay.
Right.
So most men, we don't get complimented like that unless again somebody wants something from us. So to get compliments from strangers, like y'all get called gorgeous all day by strangers, like but you also know it's a dick behind that, right? So for guys, we typically when we do get complimented, it's not because there's like a underlying opportunity for sex. It's just because typically y'all just be like, oh, you smell good. Oh, I got a man though, but I would just say you smell good. Like, mind you, mine can't do that. That's not what we're
not moving like that.
No. Friendly is the last thing you can be.
I am not mad. All right, let's see. Oh, we got some comments. If I can open it up, doggone. Falaki says, I love giving genuine compliments.
Yeah.
All right.
The last time I tried to compliment somebody, I said something to a girl about her weight. Like, I see you losing weight. And she was like, damn, you trying to say I was fat? And me. So immediately it turned into like, but you were fat. That's why you lost weight. Don't turn the shit around on me. Like, I didn't know that was like, and she's like, you should never compliment on a woman's body. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
I complimented you. Like, you know how hard it is to lose, and then you make it seem like I lost a lot of weight.
She took it as you're saying she's no longer fat.
Oh no, she was still fat. Exactly. But like she just lost weight. She just wasn't as fat.
Right. I mean, see, that's what you're not as fat anymore. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That is serious. There was a girl who did a video. She said she was so pissed. She works, over the phone, and this guy told her, I know that you're big. Even your voice sounds big. And she was like, dang, that cut deeply. And someone said, oh, you're just big toned. I was like, they said big toned. I can't.
That's tough. That is a tough Jesus. Like you can't say shit like that in front of me because I'll make it awkward for everyone because I'm gonna laugh.
Oh my God. This one guy was doing a video and he was cooking something, and all you could just hear was like he was struggling to breathe. And they went in on him. Like those comments were, I can't believe that the video was still up, but you couldn't even focus on what was being done. They said his breathing like sped up when he got to the sauce, like he was trying to put the bacon or the sauce or whatever. Oh, but his breathing, because he was like all next to the microphone. They said, how do you have awake apnea? That's what they said.
Awake apnea is wild.
I should have screenshot the comments.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Like, awake apnea? Now. Yeah, awake apnea.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm using that.
He was mouth breathing. It was bad. It was really bad.
I think I'm gonna start an Instagram page called the comment section just for comments.
Because they're so good. These they say, oh, I broke my ankle, run into the comments, because these comments be so good.
Oh shit, it's Jacob.
Well, welcome.
Here y'all go.
You got the Atlanta hat on today. No Detroit, huh?
Really white. That's really nice, Jacob.
You said what?
Your teeth look nice and white. What a beautiful
smile. It's good to see you all as well.
Do you see that, Willie? You see what happened? I gave a man a compliment and he unraveled.
Unruffled? Wait a minute. I missed it.
Unraveled. He assumed there was a negative agenda.
Yeah, you got some cocaine white teeth in there, sir. Okay.
Oh, not the coke. Now, see, I didn't say all that, Jacob.
Here we go.
It's pretty white. I've heard.
Does cocaine whiten your teeth? I don't know. I don't do coke.
I don't know if it whitens your teeth or not. But
Me either. I don't think I want to try it and see.
if it take cocaine to get white teeth, I'm gonna have to just deal with whatever the
Just-
fuck I got because I'm not doing
Yuck
coke.
mouth.
You
Could
need to
you
just take
deal
them
with
out.
someone with yellow teeth?
Hmm?
Could you deal with someone with yellow teeth?
No, hell no. Like natural color, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
no,
doesn't need to be
fuck
like.
no.
Most
Like,
people don't have white teeth. Most people have like
Tinted teeth.
Normal color teeth.
Mother of pearl. Remember that commercial? It's like
Mother of pearl.
I know you guys probably haven't seen the show, and I'm showing my biracialness that admitting I like to show friends. But there is a classic scene where one of the guys does a teeth whitener, and he thinks it's just gonna whiten them, but it made them actually white. And if you ever see like white next to your mouth, nobody is trying to go for like actual
like
white.
chiclet white.
Yes. And it was
Yeah.
so funny. There was one point he turned the light off and his teeth were like glowing in the dark. And it was just terrible.
When I was doing my dental consult for to get the Hollywood smile, he was like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not putting that like hyper white shit in your mouth, so don't ask." I'm like, I don't want that shit no way. And then he showed me the girl who had just done before. Her shit is so white that like when like he has a mold that he used to like show her the color. Like you look at it and it's kind of like you back up a little bit. Like, why would you want this in your mouth? Because every time you talk to me now, like you're gonna crash a plane or some shit. Like, and it was like the white was reflective. So and then I feel like when you eat, your food is gonna stick out. Like when you got food stuck, it's gonna be like in HD. Like she had a mouthful of 4K teeth.
I had an accident and damaged one of my teeth. And so instead of just having a damaged tooth, my dentist was like, we'll drill it down and give you a veneer for that one. And so, you think I want a nice pearly white tooth. She was like, you will look crazy. Because when I saw the color itself, it didn't look like it would be right. She said, no, we want to try to match. And I was so glad she did. Can you imagine? I'm like, ding, like one.
On one tooth.
And, you'd have had like one white tooth and the rest.
I would have
been...
had one really. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm putting diamonds in my canines, like, but you still won't. It's not gonna be crazy, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but that hyper pearly white shit, no, it's like a tied bleach pen in your mouth,
right?
Like,
I wouldn't need a flashlight, just smile.
So crazy story. I had an accident too, and I had to get like, and I was like, "Oh, this don't match." Like, I can't.
She kept taking it out, cleaning it, because she said, "I need the shade to be perfect." And I was.
And actually, it's my front tooth, like this one.
Yeah, same with mine. I had an accident in 4th grade. I got head butted with this kid, and then I got in a car accident when I was 18. Hit the same.
Me too. At 18, trying to be fast in the car. Didn't know it was stolen. The guys ran, and I'm like, "We got hit." Not me. I'm dumb. I know.
Y'all weren't fighting in the street, and your tooth got knocked out. That didn't happen.
Don't do that. Why that gotta be a thing?
Hey, I was thinking it, but he said it, so
No.
So the same tooth got knocked out, or did it get knocked out? Okay.
I
For
was
me,
really
I hit the dashboard so hard that I didn't even know my tooth got knocked out. When the accident happened, I bounced back up, and I just see blood, and I was just like, "That's it."
So wait, did I miss all the questions? Like,
yeah, you did. You late.
We had so many topics. We had like real juicy stories, killer couples.
Oh man,
and
I'm sorry, I get log off. I'm late.
Wait, now ask Jacob the questions because his responses are gonna
that's
be
a
good.
point.
Wait, the hug one?
The hug and the powerful
The first one, yeah, the powerful one.
Okay, we're gonna rapid fire ask you the questions.
Wait a minute, Keisha. Hold on. Now, I expect this from Willie, but wait a minute now. Hold on. You Joey waded too fast on this.
So because you're like he said, your answers be interesting. It'd be different perspectives. So I think it's good.
You said that with a straight face. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. So question number 1. Oh, I actually deleted 4 and 5.
Yes.
Question.
He said yes.
Yeah, I sound like a sound effect in my thing. Okay, what is something a woman did that made you feel powerful in a good way, like you were showing up as the best version of yourself?
Yeah, I wish I had some time to think about that one. A good way made me feel powerful in a good way.
In a good way.
And we're talking like a romantic sense, or just in general.
Any woman. Yeah,
Any
because
woman?
I think Willie mentioned his mom.
Put on the counter.
I'd probably my mentor. This has nothing to do with romance or anything. Probably my mentor. I was going through just a tough time. She just reminded me who I was and all the good things I had done. And just kind of I was just having a really down time, and she just kind of reminded me of all the good things I had done and should be proud of. And it was just good to kind of hear that. Sometimes I think I'll speak for myself. I can be hard on myself.
Yep.
Sometimes it's good to kind of hear, like, wait a minute, you had a ton of success. You must have forgotten. And they just went through and reminded me of all the success that I had. I really think, I think that's something that'd be good in a relationship, because, men deal with a lot, and to come home and your partner to sort of just reaffirm who you are and what you have been, especially when you having a rough moment, I think is a beautiful.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next.
My daughter used to do that when I don't know where she picked it up when she was like 3. She heard one of us say it. So every time she'd be walking around the house doing that, it drove us nuts.
That's funny. Okay, here's your next question. Either or. Would you rather get a hug from your lady or compliment and praise?
Hug from a woman I really like. Compliment from just anybody else.
Oh, okay. So if it's someone you like, you want the hug. If it's just a rando,
somebody I'm digging or really like, that's a big task. But somebody I really like, yeah, I want your hands on me.
Oh,
put your hands on me. If I really like you, put your hands on me. Put them somewhere on me. Physical touch is a thing. Yeah. Now tell me, whisper in my ear, but yeah, put your hands on me somewhere. Come on now.
Oh, all right.
If I like you. Now, if I don't like you, look, call me.
Yeah, we don't want that old lady at the church manhandling you. Okay, here's your next one. Who is your celebrity crush? You could date anybody in the entertainment industry. Who would it be?
Rosa Parks.
No, don't do Jacob like that.
No, y'all saw that statue.
That was pushing it.
Y'all saw that statue. Rosa Parks had them cakes.
I'm done.
I
heard that she wasn't the originator of the boycott. I was shook.
Yeah, she just made it popular. That's all.
Yeah, there was a woman before her.
But she was pregnant out of wedlock, and so they thought it wouldn't be a good look, and so they used Rosa Parks instead. I was shook. The little girl was like 13. Mm-hmm. Yep. That lady is still alive today, and she wrote a bunch of books and stuff like that. You can Google it. But I was like, it was all a lie.
A celebrity crush. Let me think. Okay.
Serena
Since
Williams.
Lakeisha not a celebrity, I won't say Lakeisha.
She might be with her cakes now.
Look, hey.
Keisha
Cakes. Her cakes.
She going mobile with her cakes.
I gotta think for a minute. That's a lot of women that I like, but today it's kind of like my favorite top 5 rappers. Like it changes daily.
Okay, how about I rapid fire and you say yes or no?
Okay.
Would you kick them out of your bed? No, I'm just kidding. Would you take them to dinner? Vanessa Williams.
Which one? The model or the dark skin one?
Which one?
Oh, I gotta look up who the other one is. The model.
The old version or the current version? Look at her prime or today?
The 90s version.
Oh, yeah.
He said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who is Vanessa Williams?
You know, is it Vanessa Williams?
There's only one that comes up when I put Vanessa Williams.
Oh,
I don't know who the dark skin person is. Okay, Toni Braxton.
Nah, you can keep her. She's short. She a midget.
She is tiny. Like,
how tall is she?
She's like 4'11". If even 4'11".
I didn't know that.
Oh, she is.
Can you guys see that? I'm gonna see if that comes. That's Vanessa. That's Vanessa. Her name's Vanessa Williams.
Hell no, not that one. The other one.
Yeah, she's an actress too.
Okay, she's not an actress, but yes or no, Michelle Obama. Single. I
No.
was
She was single?
Nope.
Nah, I like Michelle too.
Yeah, I respect her too much, and I feel like you got to act right with her, and it's just a lot of shit that I don't think that most guys are gonna be willing to do up front. So I'm cool.
Yeah, I like Michelle.
Right.
Yeah, and then like the two on the back end, I'm not gonna say I like nobody that has rumors about them being a man. So I'm not gonna risk it.
Damn.
Yeah, just
moving right along. Halle Berry, yay or nay?
The 90s version?
90s version.
Before I knew she was crazy, yes.
I was gonna say, try to omit what you don't know about. Just look.
Something wrong with her. That woman is too pretty to be having these kind of problems. Something wrong with her.
I thought you said Tyler Perry, and I was gonna turn my fucking camera off. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, wait a minute. I thought you was gonna segue in his lawsuit.
Took a turn.
Like,
I
we were
actually know.
talking about the lawsuit. That was a great segue. But
No.
All right. How are we voting for Kerry Washington?
Who?
Kerry Washington, the lady from Scandal, the main actress.
The only time I ever found Kerry Washington attractive was she's in the movie She Hate Me. And most people haven't even seen that movie. But I didn't like her in Scandal because that's a show where you was a president's side chick, and that's why it was so popular amongst our women. They got to see a black woman sleeping with a powerful man and manipulating powerful men. So all
couldn't get past the character.
Yeah, so they tried to identify it, but I didn't like her for that. But then She Hate Me, or I take that back. And I Think I Love My Wife. That movie, she was cute in there. But she smoked a cigarette, so you automatically lost all attraction points to me at that point.
All right.
Can't be smokers.
Are you taking her on a date, Jacob?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, wait, you didn't say take her on a date. You just asked, I think she was cute.
No, I said take her to dinner. I started out by saying take her to dinner.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm not feeding Kerry Washington. She thought she can eat.
Okay, what about Gabrielle Union?
So.
Nah, you have Gabby.
You're not cute.
You can have who?
Gabrielle Union.
You could have her.
Gabrielle Union is the worst thing that happened to black men since prostate cancer, child support, and heart failure.
Okay, you're talking about her personality. We're talking about her looks.
I'm talking about her as a person.
Yeah, I can't get past her as a person. Like just what I hear come out of her mouth,
no.
I just turn the channel and keep scrolling. I don't even want to
add slavery to that list. Like Gabrielle Union is like no.
Okay, what about Nicole Murphy?
Oh man, she bad.
She's pretty.
I've seen her in person and she looks better than her pictures. I will not speak about anything personality, but look.
I don't think I can afford her, but
she is gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right. How are we?
That is an important part, being able to afford these women.
Yeah, my net worth ain't Nicole Murphy yet.
Like Gabrielle Union aside, right, that bullshit she did. I have sons, and I'll be damned if I start dating a woman, and the next thing you know, one of my sons is wearing a dress. Like that's not happening.
Let me just keep my comments to myself. We want to stay on TV. We want to stay on YouTube.
Look, that part. Okay, what about Miss Janet? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
I was about to say that, Miss Jackson.
No, her baby daddy is a billionaire. Nope.
Y'all can't take the personality into it. Just looks.
Yes, we can.
It's hard not to.
That shit
I want
matters.
to know how Jermaine. I just want to meet Jermaine Dupri. Ask him one day.
And then if you seen Jermaine Dupri in real life,
I have.
And he cheated on her. That's the crazy.
Did you see the girl he cheated on her with too? No. Like she got a very, very hard face. Like she probably looks a lot like her father. And the fact that that's who he cheated on Janet Jackson with is just, I understand why So Def didn't work, because he's clearly not making the greatest decisions in business.
What about Beyonce?
Nope, she's married.
Hi, Beyonce.
Oh my God, we're going on a lunch.
Damn, Lakeisha cut the lights off. Damn.
Her man got that. I was like,
nah, I say I would, because then I can get my woman tickets to all her shows.
Good one.
There's always an angle you can work.
Okay. Naomi Campbell.
No, she's batshit crazy. Yeah, Naomi Campbell is nuttier than squirrel shit. No way.
Oh.
Nope. And she's not the cute kind of crazy. She's like the get you locked up and pretend she's a white woman crazy.
Yeah, no final answer.
Yeah.
That's
No.
your final. Okay. I'm gonna ask about Tyra. Are we taking Tyra?
No, her forehead is way too big.
I like Tyra. I like Big Tyra too. Like I don't get
Big
me Tyra.
Big Tyra with bangs was cool, but this new skinny Tyra, the Ozempic Tyra with the extra forehead, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm biased because her personality. Oof. What about Kelly Rowland?
Kelly fine.
Yeah, no Kelly slander.
There's no hesitation.
No Kelly slander will be tolerated.
Okay, we agree on Kelly. What about Michelle? We're just gonna get the whole Destiny's Child then.
No, she dating Jesus now. I'm cool. I told you. You know
She
how I
seems like
feel
a really
about-
nice woman.
Yeah, you know how I feel about religious women. So no.
Okay. Okay. What if we could go back in time? Dorothy Dandridge.
Who the fuck is that?
The dance,
She's not just
dance entertainer.
No. No.
Google her.
I don't think
she is
gorgeous.
like one of the most gorgeous, iconic Black women I've ever seen in my life.
I have this thing, right? Like I don't mind older women, obviously. Like, but if you dead already, I just can't go back and look at you when you were alive and be like, damn, she was fine. It's just weird to me.
Okay, you gotta just Google now. You got just so you can see who Dorothy
Hold on,
Dandridge
I'm gonna Google her.
She is an icon. She is like the Black Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
No, I know who she is for real. I just
okay.
I can't go back and be like, oh, like, because once you're dead, I just see you dead after that.
Yeah. She was Holly Berry before Holly Berry.
You said what?
She was Holly Berry before Holly Berry.
Right.
I think Holly Berry played her in a biopic. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
What
about Megan Good?
Nope.
I like Megan Good. Megan's cute.
I had a dream we were on a double date with her. It was the most random thing. I was like,
that's got to be terrifying.
Yeah, don't drink before bed, Yonci.
Yeah. Whatever you ate that day, don't eat that shit again.
and I was like, we weren't even watching her on a movie. Like it was so random. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't stand her. I'm not gonna say her. What about Pam Grier?
I mean, for obvious reasons, I'm gonna say no. Yeah.
Wait, what am I missing? Put it in the
Weather
group
is
chat.
really nice tonight in Atlanta. It's really nice here.
Yeah, we might be related, so no, I'm cool on that one.
Oh, duh.
I'm not doing that one. No,
Just
gotta be
in
nobody
case.
kissing cousins. We cool. I'm not doing that one. No.
What about you, Jacob? Are we going to partake in the Greer?
No, hard pass.
Oh, hard pass. Wow.
Damn, hard pass.
Okay.
Shit, didn't see that.
Dang.
Yeah,
How about A. Marie?
the singer?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. No, just no. Just no.
That's one of the funniest dudes. Okay, I'll give you guys 3 more. Nah, 4 more. Okay, Christine Milian.
Nope.
Nah.
I thought she was so pretty not back in the day, but like when she was
I'm
really
talking
popular.
about even right now. Just
no, thank you.
She's so cute, in my opinion.
That's
Lauren
a step.
London.
Nope, because she's trifling. She was in the Diddy Notes. Nope, cannot fuck with her either.
I did not know that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm listen, anybody's at a Diddy party, disqualified.
That takes a lot of people off the board, man.
Doesn't it?
That part. What about you, Jacob? Lauren London?
Nah.
Dang. Okay, y'all are tough cookies. What about Taraji?
Hell no. She's in PG County. I would rather shit in my hands than clap than mess with anybody else from this city.
Man, I'm straight on Taraji.
I wouldn't hit Taraji with Jacob's manhood. Like you couldn't pay me to sleep with her. Like she's from here, and you know what I hate. Like Maryland PG County women, trash, 0 stars. Do not recommend. Send the asteroid, send the meteor, all of that. Like hell no.
These answers
No.
coming. Okay, this
Absolutely
one.
not.
If y'all don't answer the way I think, I'm gonna be shook on this one. Sanaa Lathan.
I like Sanaa. Now, Here's the thing. I hear she's you know what, but I've just like off looks.
Other team?
Yeah, I heard she's just not a nice person.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, you have the great equalizer though.
Yeah, she grew up wealthy. Like she just is bougie from my understanding. Like, I don't know her, but people I see that run into her. She's not the nicest person.
Okay. All right. Here's your last one.
So now Lathan is probably definitely, if I'm single, yeah, that's got to happen.
Oh, okay. So that's why I was saying both y'all.
I've never seen Sanaa Lathan not be fine.
Oh, she pretty now.
Like, so if I was a single guy, yeah, Sanaa Lathan. I think Sanaa Lathan is one of the more attractive black female celebrities.
She's like a girl next door vibe.
Oh, yeah, she looks like she's supposed it's not a lot going on there. That's her. A lot of these women need help.
Yeah, like she's just a natural beauty. Yeah. Okay, final one. Ashanti.
Nope. You should have asked Seb Maya. Like then everybody would have
Maya nice.
Oh, that was Monte's crush as a kid. He had the biggest crush on her.
Yeah, Maya like fine. Like she needs.
What's so funny is I think she has an odd look. I'm trying to be careful with my words. She has one person I just couldn't see it, and so many guys.
Have you seen the full body picture of her?
See, that's the thing. You guys are putting in body. I'm looking face. Her face is different to me. It's not.
Maya has somehow managed to be over 50 and still thick, and not like the bad kind of thick. So
she's over 50.
Maya's like 50, 51 or 50. Maya's not young.
No, she cannot be older than me. Hold on.
You got me looking now.
No.
45.
Yeah, I'm about to say
she's almost 50. Like,
okay, easy. Oh, we're only halfway.
So typically, I'm gonna be judgmental, but typically, like light-skinned women, like it cracks earlier. And for her to be 45, looking like this is kind of phenomenal. Like
she's like almost like a pinch like Sade vibes, like just not like you'd confuse the two, but
that's who you should have asked.
She's gorgeous.
When I was a kid, I had a crush on Sade, and that's how you know what type of parents I had, because I had a crush on Sade. So that was me with her and Stacey Dash was like my dream situation.
That is so funny. Yeah. I think I put the list of the top 50. Rihanna made the list.
Hell no.
Rihanna just from the islands, man. It's your dime a dozen where she's from. Yeah.
Angela Bassett, I never understood that one.
I feel like she tried to give me a whooping. Like, she gave me like the ultimate auntie vibe.
Alicia Keys is pretty. I've seen some pictures though where she looked really rough.
She has terrible skin.
Oh, Aaliyah.
She's dead. She's dead.
I feel like that's the one that everyone agrees that she's pretty.
And she had a lazy eye.
I just can't get past the fact that it's her whole thing with R. Kelly. I don't know what the hell's going on with Aaliyah.
You got to give her credit. She was a freak at 15. So for by the time if he'd have waited till she was grown, hey.
Now living in Detroit, everybody says like what you think happened did happen. Like he was pulling up to the high school picking her. Like people like that's not a rumor. Like it's not hearsay. Like he was here and doing all the things. Like people swear to it. So
who else was on the list?
Sierra.
Who? Hell no.
You say hell no to Sierra?
No. Yes, I say no to Sierra.
Sierra got a lot of help.
Sierra got a lot of baggage.
See to quote the late great Kevin Samuels, you got to get him fresh face out the shower. I don't know what. I
didn't know she had that. Okay, now this one is a very like polarizing person, looks wise. Regina Hall.
Nope. Every time I see her, I'm gonna see. I hate you, Jody. Like, you talking about Regina Hall from Scary Movie?
Yeah, Scary. That's what comes up in my mind. Is always Scary Movie.
I like Regina Hall.
Yeah, she cool. I don't find her like sexually attractive. I think she's probably cool though.
Yeah. I would say she doesn't
Right.
strike me as like.
But
I'm like
Poetic Justice
40.
almost ruined it for me. I hate anytime I see a woman playing a ratchet role, it sticks to
Right.
me.
You talking about Regina King is who you talking
Oh yeah,
about.
there you go. That's right, Regina King.
Regina,
Oh,
because
okay.
Regina Hall's older. She's like mid-50s, and she's nice.
Okay, Blondie says, what about Chili from TLC?
No.
I had a crush on her as a kid.
You
She's
can
so
have a
pretty.
star in person. There, she's so freaking little. She like 4'8".
Yeah, she's miniature.
I was
Once I saw
coming
her
into a
sister-
building back in the day when they were hot, like I was living in Atlanta, and there were these people. I was down at the like off Glenridge Connector in Atlanta. If you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. And there was these like group of tall guys like in a circle talking.
Yeah.
And I walked by and she was in the middle of them. These were lawyers, and I guess they were advising her. I was like, whose kid is here at work? Like, she's so freaking little.
Hey, we got somebody backstage right now. That's my friend Will.
I was to say, I think he's on stage.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome. Is this your first time on the show? Welcome. Yeah. Very good to have you. And you are muted in case you didn't know. I feel like I have an eyelash in my eye, y'all. That's why I'm going after my eye. Oh yeah, you're muted. We can't.
Yeah, no. Hey, how y'all doing? Look, I apologize. Well, my name is Will. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi.
Only
one per show, please.
I didn't know. I wanted to go into YouTube and watch and get caught up with what y'all was talking about, but all I had was the link to come backstage, so I didn't have a link to the actual stream.
My bad.
Shame.
My bad. Play as fuck.
I just left an event, and so I was just trying to come back and jump on for a second and chat with y'all, but I wanted to get caught up before I just cam up like most.
No, I understand. Don't go in blind. Right. Yeah, so we can get you on the email list where it tells you the topics ahead of time. See what we're talking about. It has the link to watch it on the show. Right now we're going through do you find her attractive or not? We're going through the top 10 Black women, the most beautiful Black women list.
Top 50. We got 23
I said top 10, 50. Thank you. I've been jumping around. So if you want to wait,
add a woman to the list.
Oh, go ahead, add her. Let's see if we haven't asked her yet.
My woman. Woman.
Hey. Sorry,
woman.
we said famous Black women.
My woman is famous. She's famous to me.
That's
I'm being
right.
delusional right now. My woman.
I know that's right.
My woman.
I feel like she is in earshot
in my life.
Or he actually likes his wife. I mean, there's always that.
Well, no, I know Will loves his woman. I don't hang out with men who don't like their girlfriends and wives. It's bad influences.
Hey, listen, I'm representing her right now. She's from Pittsburgh. I got the Steelers hat, the Steelers shirt. I'm only doing this to represent her.
You couldn't catch me wearing a Cleveland shirt no matter how much I love my woman. So you better than me, G.
Hey, look, they almost neighbors, right? Pittsburgh and Cleveland right down the street from each other.
They like Hatfields and McCoys though. Like, yeah,
I had to burn my Saint stuff. I couldn't bring it in the house. I had to leave that behind when I got in my relationship. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this name out there. There's a lot of controversy behind her, but we're going off of face. Nia Long.
Nah, man.
What? Nia Long is unbelievably gorgeous, even to this day.
I think they're letting the rumors and things cloud.
Well, hold on, I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I was shocked when Jacob said no.
Nah, I'm going off of current vibes. Nah, I'm straight.
Hey, can you give me can you post the link to your YouTube channel in the back stream so I can share it?
Sure.
The back chat.
If you would have asked me Love Jones, I might have given you a different answer, but now I can't get this version.
What's the difference?
I can't get this version out of my head.
Oh, she said just the face.
Yeah, just the face. You don't know anything about the personality.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of these people I've either like met or had dealings with, and so that's why I'm trying not to be biased, but I can still say if someone's, attractive or not. So that's the channel, and then this is the specific live stream. That's second. All right. So what are you voting, Willie?
For Nia Long, she cool.
Okay. Iman, the model.
Nope.
I never thought she was.
Can't do shit with a skinny woman.
I gotta look her up.
She's like Ethiopian or something. She was married to David Bowie.
She's old though. She got to be like pushing 70, I would think.
Oh no, I'm straight.
She was born in 1955. Okay, did you like either of the Maori twins, Tia and Tamara?
Thought they was trashy when I was a kid.
It was okay. They wasn't really all that.
When we were younger, all light-skinned girls were cute.
That's the thing. That's why I didn't like them, because they were the least attractive light-skinned girls on TV.
Wow.
Okay.
That's why I didn't like them.
You might not know who this is. Eva Marcel. She
Yes.
got
Eva, you mean Eva Pickford?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, she was Pickford. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous.
I think she's super pretty. Her attitude trash though. I'm shocked she's on this list. MC Light made the list. We're at 46.
MC Light been fine forever. She's just a rapper and masculine.
She got a voice that sounds like she whoop your ass. That's all.
Oh, I don't think I can ever get past the
it was just hard with MC Light because you your first introduction to a woman can't be masculine
right
for you to recognize her beauty, because you'll be so turned off right away that it's hard to see. And then she talking all rough and talking tough, and
can you imagine she like take me to the bed? You're like,
but she is attractive in real life. I actually met her in real life, and she is a very pretty woman.
Yeah.
So she is pretty.
I've seen her at an event. Yeah, it does not look like she needs a stitch of makeup. Okay, we got Jada Pinkett, which I mean, that's gonna be tough to move past.
Unbelievably gorgeous. Before the new Jada is terrible. She's not pretty at all. But the old Jada, Jason's Lyric, huh?
She got work done.
No,
low down, dirty shame, Jada. Yeah, but this 2025 Jada, no, hell no.
Yeah, she in Jason's Lyric, she was.
Yeah. There you go.
Unbelievably beautiful.
Not the 2025 groomer.
The Menace to Society Jada, the Set It Off Jada. Like, man.
I'm shocked you hadn't said Lauryn Hill.
She didn't make the list.
She didn't make the list?
She did not make the list.
Did Erykah Badu make the list?
She did not make the list.
That's wild. That's a great.
No, because there are people on here. I'm like, I don't.
She's from the city too. I don't like that.
We got Lark Voorhees on here from Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell back in the day, not this crazy.
Have you seen how she looks now?
No, she's terrible now.
She had been cute since How to Be a Player.
Don't do drugs, people. Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Like Maya Campbell used to be real pretty when she was young, and then now she hooked on that shit, and she aged like her 60s.
Oh dang. Okay, our last one is, you already said her, Stacey Dash.
Unbelievably gorgeous with the Clueless days. She looked terrible.
I thought she was cute. I always thought she was cute. Like there's some people I'm like, she's beautiful. She's someone
it's the eyes, man. It's the eyes.
There was once upon a time that I would have risked it all for Stacey Dash. She's one of the few women that's been in my Women Hall of Fame, because I had a poster of her in my room, and it was on the back of the door. So like that's the poster that matters. But since as an adult now, like they can access her, no. You couldn't pay me to do it. Like she's batshit crazy. You've seen how she acted on these posts and these.
That's the thing. Personality is a thing. I was watching, like, every woman thinks that dang, now his name is slipping me. Tyson Beckford, the model, right? Like every woman thinks he's attractive. So he's on this show.
King's Court?
Yes, King's Court. And I was like, see, this is why it's always disappointing if you meet celebrities that you think, or just people you find attractive, and it'd be like, just
shut up. Just let us look at you.
Yeah,
don't talk. Just be here. Just be here and be fine.
And then you're like, oh, that's why you're single.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately.
I can't believe Erykah Badu didn't make the list. That's wild.
Oh, she sent a video of her cake. Nice job, Keisha, if you're listening. Okay, so let's see here. I guess we could ask him rapid fire questions.
Is there a football game on right now?
Yeah, the Lions are playing. It's preseason.
We're already there. Oh, it all went so fast.
Yeah, they fumbled. Look, Lions fumbled on the first play, I'm told. Side of years to come. That's typical Lions football.
All right, one last question for you guys, since you missed it before. Would you like this as a Valentine's Day gift?
The hell is that?
It is Meat Hearts brand. It's
y'all
jerky.
play too much.
Definitely not.
You guys in the majority, the 96% said hell to the no.
That's some stuff they do in Texas.
And then they had the audacity to put it in a form of a flower.
And there's a little like chocolates box. It says meat hearts. The
Yeah,
original
that's,
meat
see,
hearts.
that's something they do in Texas. I know somebody in Texas invented that.
Why we caught it straight?
Yeah, that looked like some Texas stuff. We eat beef jerky.
Dang.
If you send me some flowers made out of meat, I'm gonna think that's a Hannibal Lecter type shit, and I'm calling the laws.
That sounds crazy. Flowers made out of meat when you put it that way. That sounds wild. So yeah, so we've gone through all of our topics. It's up to you guys if you want to continue. We can. We without all the commentary, we would blaze through all of our topics because it was just me and Willie holding it down for the longest. So
I missed one of the topics. Hold on, let me go back and
okay. Are you on?
Hey, listen. In my defense, I did send them the topics though. I didn't forget that part.
Yeah, he did. I was just at an event and I was like, dang, I got home and then I forgot I was supposed to stop by the store for my lady. And so I had to go to the store. So I was like, I'm gonna be super late now.
Shout out to Willie for recruiting. We always can use some great people.
Well, no, we can't revisit it because that's a whole conversation. It's the first topic was how men and women are different in relationships.
Oh, we got time. We got 13 minutes left, so we absolutely can.
Dang, nowhere near enough. Well, it's enough time, but because there's not a lot of women on the panel to make it longer. So
yeah,
it's simple. The simple thing is first things first. We are different.
Mm-hmm.
If we first just deal with that we are different. That's the problem initially because people
and that it's okay to be different.
Yeah, people like to act like we're equal. Like when I hear the word partner, right, I refuse to be referred to as a partner. If my woman calls me her partner, I get livid. Like that. No, don't ever refer to me as your partner. I'm not.
You hear that, Willie?
Yeah.
Because
they were teasing me because I kept saying that term.
That insinuates that we're equal, and if we are equal, then you can do what I do, and I can do what you do, because that's what equality is.
I'm gonna push.
Now you can have equity. You can have equity.
Mm-hmm.
It can be an equitable relationship, but it cannot be it can be equality.
Okay. So here's my question for you. If you have business partners and one deals with like the front end of the house and deals with, let's say they have a restaurant, they deal with all the servers, blah, blah, blah. And the other end deals with all the office stuff and, you know, the numbers and things like that. Would you call them partners?
Yeah, but they're not equal.
So I think there's a semantics thing then, because I agree that men and women are different. I would say that they are equal when it comes to value and importance, but they are not the same.
And
so I would use the word same, huh?
And I would say no, because equal and same is the same thing.
Really?
Absolutely.
So
see,
I would say
equity, right? You
okay.
can have a equal equity stake. Like if you're 50% owner and I'm 50% owner, our equitable shares are the same. So we can say we're equal or we're the same in that regard. But when you think the same, you will never say the accountant, the person who's in charge, the CFO and the COO are not the same. They can't do the same jobs.
Right. I agree with you. I would use the word same, that they're not the same, but I would say they are equal.
But they're not equal because they do two totally different things. Like the CFO cannot go do what the COO does, and the COO cannot go do what the CFO does. So because they're not the same, they're not equal. They have equitable stake. They have equal equitable stake, but they're not the same. They are not equal. If you and I will, go ahead.
I'll put it this way then, because for me it's a semantics thing. Equal, not being equal implies that one is better than or less than. In my mind, one is better than or less than. So when I look at fruit and I have an apple and I have an orange, I can't compare them, one being better than the other. That's subjective. I could say they are not the same, but they are both equally fruit. They are both equally fruit. So,
but see, they're equal as far as their category that you put them in. Me and a woman, my woman and I are equally human. We're both human, right? So we're the same in that regard, but we're not the same kind of human. Just like
we agree.
So a pear and an orange
Yeah.
has different nutritional values.
Right.
So
Which I
they're
would
not
say
the
they're not the
same.
same. But that's why I'm
Right?
saying you won't get pushback on the word same. I can say something can be equal without being the same. So they're equally, I would say they're equally fruit, but they're not the same fruit. A man and a woman are not the same gender, but they're equally human and they equally have human rights.
But people don't use it that way. People are not, when they say equal, they're not talking about equally human, equally need water, equally need sleep, equally need food, equally need oxygen. They're talking about value.
So do you think that one is more valuable than the other?
Absolutely. A man is 10 times more valuable than a woman
In what regard?
in every regard, except child
I
bringing
was just
children.
about to say, so you guys would go extinct. So you're saying
You
that
would too.
but this is where you get it. You said they're not equally valuable. One is more valuable than the other. So if you cannot survive without the woman, how does that make you more valuable than the woman?
Because the value in that regard, the equality in that is just we're human. For the human species to exist, we need each other. We cannot do it without each other. So just because we need each other to keep the cycle of life going, doesn't mean that we perform the same task throughout the cycle of life. Doesn't mean
but you're debating things that I'm not saying. I didn't say that we do the same things. I said we're not the same. We don't do the same things. But I said I do think that we're equal in value. You said I don't think we're equal in value. So are you saying that what the man does is more valuable than what the woman does? That is a very
absolutely
statement.
Here.
And what makes you feel that a man is more valuable? What are you judging this off?
Because everything that's pertinent to a woman, she wants a man for that task. Everything. You tell me something that's pertinent for a woman that a man is not involved in it.
Friendship. That's big for women.
Oh, okay. You stumped me. That's the first time. I mean, but friendship is like, okay, but cool. You got me. I give you that one.
Welcome to the show, Will.
Yeah, that's the first. Listen, that's the first time a woman has ever got a leg up on me. Welcome. I mean, congratulations. So look, friendship is to me, it's not real, like a real tangible thing, because as we
here we go, this damn clock.
Like friendship is pertinent to young women. It's not pertinent to older women.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Do you think your friendship list grows as you get older, or it shrinks?
Those are two different statements. You said
one word will change this. It's not as important to older women as it is younger women. Right. One little word.
Yeah, but I mean,
so you asked the lady who is 95 and has buried her husband and has her one best friend. No, you say, here I go. You said it's not
the caveat. You introduced the caveat, right? You said that has buried her husband. If her husband was still alive, would she want that friend or her husband?
Depending on her relationship with her husband. No, you didn't say in lieu of. You got a master debater here. So you can't move the goalpost.
Be in good faith, right? We're not assuming he's a bad man. We're not assuming the friend is a bad friend.
You can't move the goalpost. When I debate, you cannot move the goalpost.
I didn't move it.
We're gonna put your topic. I'm actually gonna put your topic on the thing.
Oh, Lord.
So stay on that topic.
Can we get the clock off? It's hard to hear the conversation with this ticking.
We absolutely can get the clock off. Just let me know when you want it to come off, and we'll take it right off. Okay. Do young women and older women value friendship the same? That is the question that's on the table. I don't think there is a difference between somebody having a friendship in their younger years and someone having a friendship in their older years. I think their friendships get more rich in their older years. Now, would they be more content with having fewer friends? More than likely. You tend to have fewer friends that you would call your friends in your older years. But I don't think there is any proof that older people value their friendships less than a younger person. They actually might value it more because
let me ask you this then. Without moving the goalposts, let me challenge the notion of a friendship. Do you think women will prefer to have a best friend or a husband?
If given the two, most women would choose having a husband.
Okay, so
But you
I mean,
asked me the question, what things don't require a man that a
right, I
woman
gave it
wants?
to you, right? I conceded initially. I said, "Oh, wow,
I
you
know,
got
but
me."
I didn't get your response. Like, ooh, I got you, because I'm saying I already.
Yeah, no, I conceded instantly. I was like, that's the first time I heard a woman say something that I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's good.
I was responding to your reaction when I said
Oh,
most women would choose a man. I was wondering what your aha moment was, because
Hey,
well,
for the relationship,
I conceded to you instantly.
for the relationship part, it's the best way to look at it. For the man is more valuable in a relationship. The man is the owner. The woman is the CEO. If you look at those two roles, the owner is overall responsible for everything, like a man is in a relationship. When a relationship fails, it's our fault because we're supposed to be the leaders. If it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go and last, or something happens, it's our fault. When you get divorced, nobody asks. Most people are going to be you do.
Thanks, Willie.
So that's the difference. That's probably the best example you can give of how they both have equitable positions. However, at the end of the day, whoever is responsible for it should be the most powerful, valuable person in that relationship.
So, yeah, I would never use those terms, because I feel like the two were meant to go together. It's the yin to the yang. So I don't see one as being more powerful or more valuable. I believe that they both contribute something, and that's why I'm never going to be a men against women type of a person, because I think what the men bring to the table is absolutely amazing and priceless. And I also think that women, what they bring to the table is absolutely priceless. And when you work together in harmony, it makes a very beautiful composition. So I don't understand the more, like, it's hard to, like, how do you even categorize it? Like,
Easy.
more valuable for what? Like, usually if something's more valuable, it's like this costs more money, or it's more valuable, so we're going to save it. If there's a fire, I'm going to grab my valuables. So how does that come into play in the real world? If someone were to say, yes, the man is more powerful, what does that garner him?
In everything, in every aspect in life, a man is better than a woman. I shouldn't say every, right? We know children, when having kids like 6 and under, women are better suited for that role. Outside of that, can you tell me anything that you think women do better than men?
Communication.
No, absolutely not true.
You think
Absolutely
men
not
communicate better than women?
I think the only reason why people think women communicate better because they use more words and do it more often.
We do use more words and we do more often. Okay, well, let me clarify. Who do you think expresses emotion better? Who do you think is more equipped to I'm sorry?
That's irrelevant.
Because I brought it up.
Watch this.
Yeah, no, because you said communication. We're not talking about
you doing that Charlie Kirk thing.
That's moving the goalposts.
No, I clarified and I said
no, that's that Charlie Kirk thing. You switched it up here.
Well, watch this. Where is communication? Where is communication taught on a mass scale?
Where is it taught? It's taught in the home.
No. That's subjective, right? Because it's all different. But communication is in structured communication is taught on a mass scale in school. They teach kids how to properly communicate in school.
Are you talking about speaking English? Okay.
No, communication, like not English, just in all countries. Like kids that go to school, they learn how to conduct themselves, communicate, conflict resolution. All of that is taught in school. It's not taught in the home. It could be taught in the home, but it's primarily taught at school.
Okay.
They don't introduce emotion, say who's better emotionally, who could tap into their emotions the best. No, you have to communicate on facts. You have a subject, you have a predicate. They teach you how to communicate, how to use words, use the proper definition of words, understand what words mean. We think that women expressing themselves is great communication. Oftentimes that's biased communication. It's It's weaponization of communication, because you can't tell somebody how they feel is wrong. So as soon as somebody starts spouting off how they feel, you have to concede to that.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying when I'm saying I'm clarifying. We talked about communication in general. You guys disagreed. So I let that go because it's opinion. You guys think men are better at communicating. So what I'm saying is, let me get more granular. And I understand it can look like moving the goalpost. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm inviting you to go with me and say, let's look at this. Let's look at this one aspect of communication. Okay. So when it comes to expressing yourself, I am a coach, and I coach men and I coach women. Mm-hmm. Men often say, I have a hard time articulating what I'm feeling. I feel
to a woman, he has a hard time.
In general, they say, I've heard many men say, I don't articulate. It's harder for me to articulate. The same way for a woman, it's harder sometimes for her to be logical when she's flooded by emotions. With a man, when he's thinking, if you ask a man what he's feeling, he'll often tell you what he's thinking. He won't speak about feelings. He'll speak about what happened.
Right, but that doesn't mean men are poor communicators. That means how we associate with things, right? So think about this. The men who you coach, I don't know what kind of coaching you do. What kind of coaching that you typically do?
I'm a dating coach.
Okay. Would you say the men who you're coaching know what they're doing?
In regard to
dating.
Oh, well, no, people come to me are looking for.
Think about it. You have a segment of the population that don't know what they're doing, and you're coming to your conclusion based off the segment of the population that don't know how to communicate. You're not.
So they don't have issues with that's not what they don't come to. They don't have dating problems because they don't know how to communicate. There are women who come to me also, and they don't know how to date.
When I'm talking about the men, just the men. Watch, the men come to you because they don't know how to communicate. Because if they knew how to communicate, they will tell the women how it's going to be. You are not to negotiate with a woman. You're to tell her, and she can negotiate with you.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Well, watch this.
That is a very interesting dynamic. I would not say it's a healthy dynamic. It's a very interesting dynamic.
Watch this. Who do women universally label as the leader, the men or the women?
I don't know. I have to go to biblical. I always defer to
No. I'm saying, what do women say? Universally, what do women say? Do women call themselves the leaders, or do women say the men are the leaders? Not how do they behave, not that they acquiesce. What do they say?
The leader term usually gets put on a man.
Okay. So if it gets put on the man, how does it look for the leader to go negotiate with the follower to try to get them to follow?
I'll explain. It's the same way a good owner of a company is not a dictator. You use the word, you said they're going to tell them what's happening, and the other alternative is negotiating. It doesn't need to be a negotiation. Like in my house, I'm the leader when it comes to me and a child. So if it's my stepchild or my child, in that dynamic, I'm the leader, they're the follower. However, I am not in dictator mode 24/7. The majority of the dynamic is, this is what I would like you to do, but I am very interested in what you have to say. Now, if there's a certain point where I say, okay, I've gotten all that I have, I've gotten all that I need, but I'm still making this decision, that makes me the leader because I'm making the ultimate decision. However, I would never, ever, ever be, as an adult, I would never sign up for a relationship where the man thought it was his job to tell me what to do. Well, I wouldn't respect a man like that. I wouldn't respect a boss like that.
But you would. Let me tell you why. Because again, the man is telling you how it's going to be, but he's leaving the floor open for you to throw out suggestions. Right?
You just said I don't negotiate. Huh? I tell a woman what to do. I don't negotiate.
No. I said I don't negotiate, but she can negotiate, right? I'm not going to come to a woman trying to give her a proposition to try to convince her this is what it is. I'm like, hey, it's going to be X, Y, and Z. Now, she may say, ooh, X, Y, and Z look good, and just acquiesce to, or just go along with it. She may look at X, Y, and Z and say, I don't really know, but acquiesce and say, well, let's see what happens. Or she could say, I kind of like X, Y, and Z, or I kind of don't really know about like X, Y, and Z. What about A, B, and C? And he'll listen to it and be like, I didn't think about A, B, and C. I like A, B, and C. Yeah, we'll do A, B, and C. Now notice he told her what it was going to be. She heard him out. And as a woman who adds value, listens to what he says and say, here's a suggestion, and throw it out to him and see what he does with it. A good leader will analyze it, and if it's better than what he came up with, he will implement it. If he says, I don't care what you have to say, it's X, Y, and Z, then she should be smart enough to pack her little belongings and skedaddle on down the road. Like, he's not willing to listen to anything I have to say. I can't force him to, so why try to? I gave suggestions. I was soft, I was feminine, I was supportive, and he still didn't want to listen. But a good, like you say, a good leader is not judged upon how he comes with the information. It's about how he ingratiates his crew, his team. It's like, hey guys, when a CEO, when an owner of a company, they make a decision on what they're going to do. And when the people who he gives his marching orders to, when they have suggestions, they raise their hand and they say, hey, I got a suggestion. And he hears them out. He doesn't come in there and say, well, I don't know what to do, y'all. Can y'all tell me what I should be doing? Even if he's wrong, he makes a decision. That's what leaders do.
So the verbiage that you use, to me, comes across very chauvinistic in nature, the terminology. Now, when you go and you explain, hey, if she has suggestions or things like that, it softens it up and it starts to sound a little bit more similar to something I would adhere to. But the way that you have been making statements very much sounds dictatorship and very much sounds chauvinistic. Cool. And that type of thing, for most women, they would bristle because it's a spirit thing. It's a very, if a man actually said, I think that I am better than you as a human being, I'm more valuable than you as a human being, I would tell that woman to run. So I would never want a man who thinks I'm more valuable than him. I would I don't think that's a healthy dynamic at all.
Good. So watch this. You just made my point, and I thank you. I think, you on good. You don't realize you just made my point. Now think about
congratulations, Jacob. Thank you so much for extending the show for 10 minutes.
We had guests, and then Willie got in front of me. I just didn't want him to lose this. We got guests. We need to hear him out, and the clock was ticking. I was like, man.
So watch this. Think about this real quick. I made a statement, and you said how it sounded to you. But let me ask you, was what I said chauvinistic?
I believe so. Saying that a man is better than a woman, I think that is like the definition of chauvinism.
Okay, so watch this. So let me ask you this. Do women go for, women in general, women in mass, do they go for men who they are better than? Because not every man on planet Earth
I don't think there's the ability to compare someone as being better than that. So that's foreign to me. I couldn't say better. You'd have to give me, you would say, is this person a better provider? Is this person a better this? But to say in general, as a being, this is a better person, I wouldn't even know how to compare. I wouldn't even know how to compare two men and say, this is a better man than this.
Let's unwrap it. Let's unwrap it. Okay, so let's use me and Willie. And I'm going to make a fictitious information about us, right? Will and Willie.
I already voted. Just playing.
Cool. That's fine. Right? We're gonna go with Will and Willie. Now, in general, I'm going to give some characteristics about Will and Willie. Now, these are fictitious characteristics, but I'm going to give them to you, and I want you to tell me how women in general will respond to them. Willie is chubby, and I'm in shape, physically fit. Who are they going to go for?
Who are women going to prefer?
Women in general, women in mass, not every woman, but the majority of women. Are they going to go?
More women are going to be attractive to someone who's fit.
Okay, so me. Okay, now forget the fitness, right? Now we're going to a different characteristic. We're not compiling characteristics. We're just adding every time it's fresh, clean slate. Willie is 6'4", I'm 5'6".
Women are usually more attracted to height.
Okay. New scenario. I make $2 million a year. Willie makes $30,000 a year.
You said you make 2
million.
and Willie makes how much?
30,000.
$30 an hour.
We know that's a lie. He makes 60 at UPS.
Yeah, I work at the post office.
Women typically go for somebody who makes more income.
Okay. Willie has a PhD from Stanford, and I got a GED from School of Hard Knocks.
If a woman cared about academics, then she would choose the PhD.
Women in general, you think they would prefer a guy with a GED over a guy with a PhD?
No, I didn't say they would prefer, but for those types of things. So let's say if you had a GED, but you were made $2 million.
We can't. No. We're just one characteristic. We're only doing one characteristic at a time.
Yeah, they would find. That's what I said. If they were into academia, they would prefer the PhD.
Whether they're into academia or not, I don't think they're gonna want the guy with the GED if they got another guy who's formally educated.
I can only answer what I'm thinking.
Well, if women want leaders, I don't think women think of men with GEDs as leaders. They just
I'm not arguing with you. I just answered your question. That's all.
Okay. I think you're being a little disingenuous, but that's okay. With just that one.
Let's take a pause because these guys have known me for 10 plus years. Have I ever been disingenuous in your opinion?
10 years. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You just met, ma'am. Like, no.
if anyone, that is not something that I consider myself to be.
I will say this: you have never been intentionally disingenuous.
That's what I'm trying to say. My character. I'm not a person who is an egotistical person.
I don't get that from you at all.
I have been on the record. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I'm not a person who doubles down so that I can not change where I stand. I have no problem with that. My sense of self-worth is not tied to that. I am tied to the truth. So if someone could show me the truth, I have no problem saying I retract my statements. What I'm saying is if I give you my answer, that's the first answer that comes to mind. I'm never saying it like I don't want to make a point. I will never do that.
I believe you.
Foolish.
I believe you. So let me clean it up then. A man who doesn't have an education at all versus I don't have an education at all and Willie does have an education.
Most women would value the education.
Okay. So I am not athletic at all. I'm not talented. I don't have a skill. Like I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't play basketball, football. I have no athletic ability whatsoever. And Willie is an amazing at anything athleticism. Which one do you think they'll choose?
People would choose athleticism.
Okay. So the point I'm making without dragging this out too long is that those characteristics that I named, do you think women would want to be better than their man in any of those categories outside of, it's just any of them. Do you think they want to be more fit than their man, taller than their man, make more money than their man, smarter than their man, more athletic than their man? Do you think they want any of these characteristics to be better than their man in any of these characteristics?
The characteristics that you named, I don't think that a woman would want to be more athletic. I don't think she would want to be taller. I don't think that she would want to be more muscular. I don't think that she would want to be more fit. So to answer that question, no, I don't think that those attributes, a woman would want to have those attributes. They value those attributes to be in a man.
Okay, now I'm gonna turn the table a little bit, right? Talk about things women generally want. Do you think a woman wants to be more giving than her man?
Financially, no.
No, giving, period. Like do you think a woman wants to be more patient than her man?
That one's a hard one. I don't know how to answer that one.
Do you think she wants to be more loving than her man?
The reason why I'm struggling with this particular thing is because I don't think that anybody wants either person to be more. Like if I felt like I gave and my man didn't give, that would not be a healthy relationship. If I felt like my man gave and I didn't give, I wouldn't think it's a healthy relationship. So that's a tough one to say. I don't think there should be one that's a front runner. Like, oh, this one really, really gives and this one really, really loves. I think we should equally be trying to out love each other and out give each other. Like me and my guy, I'll make him breakfast. Next day, he might make me breakfast. If he's relaxing, I'm like, no, stay there. I'm gonna get your stuff. He sees me relaxing. No, I'm gonna get your stuff. We would never be able to compare because we're always trying to compete to outlove the next person. Okay, so I don't know how to answer that.
But that's not true in general. Let me try to prove it. So What's the greatest sacrifice? What's the greatest sacrifice a man can make for a woman?
Giving your life.
Okay. What's the greatest sacrifice a woman can make for a man?
Risking her life, giving him a child.
Whoa. She's not doing it for him. You think a woman is risking her life to have a child for him? You think that's for him?
You said, what's the greatest thing a woman can do for a man?
Right.
And I answered you.
But listen, do you think she's doing that for him?
Yes, there are men who want children, and the only way they're going to have a children. Now, if you're trying to say it can either only be for her or it can only be for him, that's not possible.
That's not
when
what I'm
I
saying.
chose to have a child, when I was married, we collectively decided that we wanted to have a child. Right. I did not independently have a child. He did not independently have a child. He wanted a child. I wanted a child, and I gave that gift to him. He could have smashed whoever he wanted, but he asked me to be the mother of his child. So I don't know how to answer other than my truth.
Well, I'm trying to help you, right? That was something you did for y'all, not for him.
That's why I said you can't specify and say, is it for one person or is it for the other person? But he benefited
when I asked you what's the greatest sacrifice a man can do for a woman, you said to give his life. There's nothing in that for him. He benefits nothing from giving his life.
That doesn't change the fact that a woman is risking her life to have a child.
No, but she's not doing that for him. She might be doing that for them.
You need to specify and say something that she doesn't benefit from at all.
Well, that goes without saying, right?
It actually doesn't if that's not what I took from it.
Okay, but that would be you not seeking clarity, right? Because I'm asking you, think about it. I'm asking you, what is it she's doing for him? It like she would have to say, I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing this for me. It has to be this. I'm doing this.
In communication, if the person you're speaking to does not walk away with the same exact thing in your head, that is a miscommunication. So communication is not effective until the person you are speaking to has the information you want. So because I asked another question, I now know what was originally in your head. So you can't say it's obvious that it has to be something that only benefits the man. That's not an obvious statement. So I push back on that statement saying it's obvious that because of my question, that's what it was. Cool. That was the first thing that came to mind when you said, what does a woman do to risk the greatest, I forget how you phrased it, but for a man. And I know a lot of men who say the greatest thing my wife ever did was give me a child. Like this is something I could never have outside of her. So you might not describe it that way, but for men, a lot of men honor that sacrifice. Even though the mom loves the kid, he still looks at it and verbalize it in the way that says, my wife gave me a child.
I understand. And guys do that because they try to use language to include women and make women and put women on pedestals, right? They will never say, women will never take well to men saying things like, well, she did this for me and for herself. Women will be like, well, why you got to bring me into it? I did this for no, I don't know any women. I'm not saying there's no women that exist that say, I just had these kids for him. I don't want these kids. This is for him.
That's going on.
When I asked you about the biggest sacrifice a man can do for a woman, you literally went to the ultimate sacrifice where a man benefits nothing from it. Like you didn't find a sacrifice where they both could benefit from. You found a sacrifice that only she could benefit from.
But the reason why you're making this such a point is because there isn't something that women are known to do that is this isn't an aha moment. Nobody, this is what I have an issue with. You keep having these like epiphany moments that nobody is disagreeing with. This is actually something I teach in my course. I say, if you think about it, when a man actually, I said a relationship, the guys can tell you this. I say this all the time.
Facts.
A woman in a relationship is being saved. A man in a relationship is taking on a responsibility. This is what I'm saying. So relax. You're not dealing with a feminist. So
right. I don't think so.
In your situation are really excited because they think that they got a feminist and it's like, I nailed her to the wall. I'm not
No.
I'm not a disagreeable person. I'm
I
a
don't
very
think you are at all. I'm not.
okay,
See,
but you're saying, but
I'm
but
not.
what you're saying is but when you told the man's example, it would, and I'm saying it's not that deep. There isn't a comparison. So if you want to ask
The
that
point.
question, I can just tell you there isn't a comparison. In a
But look,
relationship, a woman gets security, she gets safety, she gets provision, and that is why we appreciate it. A man gets a lot of awesome things from the woman, but it is less sacrificial on her part than it is for him. So all
right.
I'm saying is maybe you could ask for clarification to see if we're closer on this topic.
Well, we're good. We're good because you're making my point. That's why I'm trying to elude. I was trying to get somewhere with it, and we got there. The point I'm trying to make is women want men to love more than them. Men do love more than women. Women are not willing to do the things that men, because love is sacrifice. Men are willing to sacrifice it all. Women are not.
So then may I ask this question then? So what I was going to ask you at the end of your whole comparison is your statement starting out for Lynn. I'll tell her this. We're started out. He made a statement saying men are better than women, period. Just period. They are better than. And my question is, that is a very open statement. So you're saying not categorically on this category, you're saying all overarching.
No. Cumulative. No, I said women are better with children 6 and under. Women
I'm
are
sorry.
better than that.
What I mean is you're saying we're not specifying certain areas. You're saying cumulatively men are better than women as a whole. Men as a whole are better than women as a whole. So my question to you is, as you're explaining, you're saying men sacrifice more, which means that they love more. Now that's biblical. No greater love has a man than this, than a man laid down his life for his friend. That's biblical. So I'm not going to argue biblical. So are you saying that because a man loves sacrificially, and the Bible says there's no greater love, then the person who loves more is better than the person receiving the love? Is that your stance?
No, but we're talking. So we unpacked it, right? I said cumulative men are better. And so I said, let's unpack it. So I started going into these attributes in these different categories to see who will get a better score, men or women. When we got to love, I'm saying men love better than women love. Women want men who are taller, stronger, more athletic, smarter. Women want men who are more patient, more understanding, more generous, more loving. Women want all of these, more disciplined. Women do not look at categories and say, I want to be better than my man in that category. Because guess what? When she is better than him, the onus falls on her. Women will prefer for the onus to fall on him in every category.
This is my objection. You selected categories where we want men to be better at that.
Initially, I did. And then I switched the table and I started doing categories that women generally say that they are better at.
So what are the categories? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So if a woman thinks that something that she thinks, if you compare the two, when it comes to looks, a woman is more beautiful. Would you say that women are more beautiful than men?
Absolutely.
Okay. So does that make her better because she's more beautiful?
In that category, absolutely.
In that category.
We're unpacking it, right? We're dealing with attributes and categories.
I understand, and that's what I'm saying. So you picked a bunch of categories where women would want the man to excel.
No, but then I switched it to the categories that women generally say that they are better than men in.
Or which ones? Share them again.
Loving, being giving, being emotional, all these different categories. I was about to unpack them all. We just got stuck on the love one.
So if men are more giving universally and men are more loving and more sacrificial, why is it statistically? We just looked at it tonight. Why do 70 when it comes to men leaving a partner being sick? Why is it that men have a astronomically higher rate of leaving a partner simply for the fact that they're sick? If they're more caring and more loving and more sacrificial, how do we have a statistic like that?
Wait, we have a statistic that men generally leave women when they're sick.
Yes. If somebody has a what is the word? Terminal illness.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a high percentage of divorces. And when you look at the divorce rate, men initiate divorce category.
I could probably give you an answer to that. I mean, I don't know if it will make sense to you or not, but men are not more nurturing in that regard. Men are not made to wait on a woman hand and foot. When someone is sickly, you have to wait on them. That's not a strong attribute for men.
So you're saying that they would sacrifice their life for her, but they couldn't make food for her.
I didn't say they couldn't make food. I said they couldn't wait on her, because when you're sickly, right, it doesn't just involve making food, because men are better cooks than women.
So he could give his life and no longer live anymore.
Right. So listen to me.
But he would rather give his life than to wait.
Yes. Yes. Men are not good. Like, think about this. Who do you think excel at being servers in restaurants, men or women? Who do you think generally gravitate to that role more, men or women?
I've never thought of it. I actually see a lot of male servers, so I really don't know. Now, if you said like nurses and things, then yeah, you have me there. But like,
no. I'm just talking about anything where people have to wait on you. Now, if it's big ticket, like if it's money to be made, see, like concierge services, or like at hotels or whatever, where you have to lug bags and stuff around, that's not something that women want to be doing, carrying suitcases and stuff. So men will wait on people in that regard because they get tipped handsomely, and it's strenuous work.
I don't see one over the other in the service. I feel like I have equal amount. When we went to a restaurant last weekend, I feel like there were equal amount of male servers and female servers.
Right. Maybe that's your experience. I'm not saying, but I'm asking you, who do you think gravitates to it? Think about when you're at a family function. Do men gravitate to serving the tables? Do men gravitate to that? Or do women gravitate to making sure everyone's fed and feeding? Now, men will do the cooking, but do they gravitate to being the servers, making sure everybody is getting their plates?
Typically, women do that to cater to the men.
Right. So that is not a skill that men are good at. It's no knock on men. That's something women are just better at. Waiting on people is a skill better served for women than men.
You think that's a skill?
Yes, you requires extreme amount of patience and consideration. Men don't want to do that.
Okay, now you talk about
a regular thing.
No, if you talk about patience is a skill, yes. But to serve someone, you could have a handicapped child.
But this is what I'm saying. Men try to be productive with the things that they're doing. We don't see waiting on someone as being productive. That seems burdensome. Women are better suited for that than men.
And it's not a burden to give your life?
No, because it's done. What's the burden?
Oh, there's not the suffering. Okay, so here's my question.
Hold on, what's the burden?
How could you say that somebody who couldn't be bothered and would consider it a burden to tend to somebody who they supposedly love and would give their life for, how can you say that they are a better human being than somebody who would wait on someone?
Cumulative, right? Cumulative doesn't mean you score better than them in every category, but overall,
I am very aware of what I am very well of what cumulative means. I do have a bachelor's degree in communication, so very, very much consider myself a wordsmith. So thank you for defining
so you're asking
what cumulative means. I do understand what cumulative means. Yes.
Right. And I know you do, right? So you're asking
actually no, because you just defined it for me. So I would assume based on your words that you would
tell me you know
that I know what it means.
No, if you tell me you know it, I believe you know it. But you asked me the question because you found a category or two or three. When we can talk about, let's just say there's 100 categories that we can place men and women, give them a score. Women are going to want men to rank higher in probably 85% of those categories. Women are not going to sit there and say, I want to rank better than him in 50 and I want him to rank better than me in 50. No. Or I want to rank better than him in 60 and he better than me in 40. That's not going to happen.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So let's say that I agree with your terminology, like hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically means it's not actually happening.
I know what it means.
It just means, oh, if you say that you know what it means, I'll take your word for it. Okay.
Yeah, I know what it means.
I am. I admit to being petty. Okay. So, but I'll do it with a smile. So my question for you is, let's say hypothetically, we agree on the terminology and I say, wow, you've really enlightened me. Men are better than women, right? Let's say I say that. How does that provide, I'm trying to say this in the most broad way. How would that categorization benefit us as a society in any way?
It will greatly benefit us. Here's how it will benefit us. First of all, the answer is yes, it will benefit us tremendously because it will establish order. So if I know Willie and I are going to go into business together, I have an idea and I present it to him. Now, it's my idea and I present it to him. And he say, you know what? That makes sense. We can do this. And I'm sitting here like, whoa, I didn't think of 90% of the stuff that he said. I had this idea and I knew one part of the business that I was thinking of, but he enlightened me to all these other facets of the business. And I'm sitting here like, maybe he should be leading the business, even though it was my idea. Order, when you establish that someone is better than you, it's easier to fall in line and allow them to steer the ship. But see, if you got this figment of your imagination where you thinking, oh, somehow we're equal, then yes, you want joint say in all decisions. You want this, that, and the third, and it creates conflict because the person who is better suited has to take a step back because you're equal, and they can't just constantly say, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better, because it produces conflict. But if I know you're better, I come to you humbly and just say, giving suggestions on how you can lead us to victory. I don't challenge you to also steer the ship to lead us to victory. It creates order.
So let's take your hypothetical situation, and you broke down the aspects that a man is better. If he makes more money, he's better. If he is physically stronger, it's part of what makes him better. These are some of the things that you listed. Now, if we go to a relationship and you're actually having to make decisions, what happens in a situation where you have a guy who didn't get his GED and the woman has a PhD? This guy makes $30,000 and she makes $300 million. You have a guy who can hardly put two words together and she's a master level orator, gets paid to speak all over the country. How does that definition saying men are better affect that couple?
Because she's still going to have to fall under his leadership when it comes to dangerous situations. Now, why she would be with him? Scooby's mystery. I have no clue as to why that woman would want to be with that man. But if she chooses to be with that man, that's perfectly fine. Because when danger meet their front doorstep, she's going to get behind him.
So if she's better with math, she's more well-spoken, he should still make decisions that affect that you need academic background.
No, she shouldn't be with him. But if she chose to be with him, when danger meets her front door, all of that academia and that money is going to go out the window because she's going to get behind him and she's going to expect him to lead that ship. So and then when danger is gone, she's going to say, well, I don't need you anymore. Let me go back to being in charge.
So what if I understand correctly, because I don't like putting words in people's mouth. So what you're saying is every woman should be hypergamous and every woman should be under the leadership of a man, because every man in those dynamics would be better than her. Well, every man is better, period, because he can protect her.
Yes, to everything you just asked me. Yes, women should be hypergamous. Yes, I don't have a problem with women wanting men that are better than them.
I appreciate you speaking your truth. I appreciate you speaking your truth.
Yeah, well, it's not just my truth, right? It's the truth of reality. It's how life works best. Because when women are better than men, that woman is she's being forced out of order. She's outside of her comfort zone, typically, unless she has suppressed her own norm for what's unfamiliar, right? You working and being a provider is unfamiliar to women. Now, they have familiarized themselves with it as of the last century. They definitely have familiarized themselves with it, and it's been to their detriment. It hasn't been to their benefit.
So I will have a moment of candor, and I'll see how you handle this piece of information. I bristle. I know a lot of women are going to bristle.
What's bristle?
Bristol, I have a visceral reaction to not take well. Is that painting a picture?
Wait, I can't. It's some background noise.
I was saying a synonym for bristle would be like take issue with, not take it well. Like I bristle at the idea of having to give blood, or I bristle at the idea, like just like take issue with. I'm going to give my why first, and then I'm going to give my what. I'm very, 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 very passionate about what I do. And the motivation behind what I do is wanting harmony between men and women. And what really, really hurts my heart is when I see contention between the genders, when I see the gender war. And although I can understand the things that you explained, physically stronger, willing to risk their life, you listed certain things out. You made great arguments for your point. I think there is a danger in the terminology of comparing a man and a woman, because I believe that there's been more harm done with the gender war. I believe that there is a distinction between men and women. And I think that what men do is admirable. And I agree that women are hypergamous and they want somebody who excels in areas. I think that there is a way to still convey your message without the term better, because I feel like that word has meaning assigned to it that would do more harm than good. Even if that word is the literal definition, this excels, that means equals better. But I think to say this person is better than this person, I struggle with that, because I look at things that make a person a good person. I think of like in the eyes of God. God says, I'm not a respecter of person. We don't come before God at the end of our life and say, he's like, oh, I'm gonna let the men into heaven because they're better. I just don't think that we can compare people with souls as being better than. I think you can compare and say they are different. Maybe one is more equipped to be a leader. But even in a work environment, if there's the owner of the company and the janitor, I've always said this, I don't think the owner is better than. And that's why I said at the very beginning, I think this is a matter of semantics, because we would all agree that the CEO is more probably valuable, harder to replace, earns more, requires more income. The janitor can be replaced. So we're not arguing the obvious stuff, but I'm simply saying, I don't think that if all of a sudden the whole world started walking around saying men are better, I don't see how there's a positive outcome using that terminology. Again, not talking about the end result. I'm not talking about the description. I'm talking about specifically the adjective better. I think there's more harm.
Okay. And the reason why you think that is because women don't communicate better than men. As a man, when someone uses a word that I think is wrong or I don't understand, I'll ask a question. Like when you use the word bristle, I was like, what does that mean? I don't just react to the word with what I feel the person is saying. I want to gain clarity. So I'm going to ask questions, and Willie will tell you, I will question people to no end to gain the understanding required to continue the dialogue.
Same.
People don't like when you do that. They feel like they're being interrogated, and most people don't like it because they can't articulate themselves.
Good thing that's not me.
Yeah,
I love clarity.
But
it's my favorite in the world.
But let's be honest. And I'm not saying you're dishonest. I'm just saying, do you believe that women answer questions when you ask them better than men answer questions?
I feel like that's too broad, and I'm really hard on women. I will say it this way to give you my most honest answer. I think that emotions can cloud a woman, and they might cloud a woman more than men. However, I have seen many men who are clouded when it comes to anger.
Right,
So,
but we're not talking about we're not introducing the emotion of anger. Once you introduce the emotion of anger, most people can't communicate properly. So take the emotion of anger out, right? Don't introduce that emotion. We're just talking about communicating. When you communicate, you make statements and you ask questions. You answer questions and you make statements and you receive questions and you ask questions and you hear statements, right? That's how you communicate. Throughout that process, when you get to the point where you're asking the question, and I don't want to talk about your clients per se, because your clients generally don't communicate well.
right,
That's
we're not
why
talking about my
I'm
clients. We're
dating.
talking about women in general.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about people in general, men and women in general that you come in contact.
Right, that's what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about my clients.
Yeah, if you ask them a question, do they give the answer and then explain what they think, or do they try to get you to understand them before they answer the question? People in general, men and women. I'm just talking about people in general. What do they do?
If you ask them a question, if you ask them a question, do they give you the answer?
No, I'm asking, do they give you the answer and then explain why they gave the answer? Or do they try to get you to understand the answer they're about to give you?
I think it depends on if it's something they think is bad. Because if you just say, what's your favorite sports team? And you're like, I like the Cubs, you know.
So it's bad communication, right? Because it don't matter. It shouldn't matter what they think about it. You ask the question. They shouldn't be internalizing the question. They should just ask you a clarifying question if they don't understand. See, when people
But I think that I think, well, I have to say it this way. I do think that people are very manipulative. So if a guy says, if a woman asks a guy, hey, are you looking for a relationship? He's not going to be like, I am not looking for a relationship. I just want to smash, because he knows if he says that, majority of the women are going to leave. So people are calculating. But if you ask him, do you like spaghetti? He's just going to be forthright. Yeah, I like spaghetti, because there's nothing to lose. So I'm saying, as humans, I think people tend to give the answer more readily when they don't think that they have something to lose. If they think that someone's going to judge them or not act the way they want by their truth, then I think they try to give all the story before. See, what had happened was, and then. So that's I think that there is a condition. I think people are forthright when they don't have any stakes in it.
Right. But at the end of the day, the question still remains, do people, right? Because every time we insert new information or caveats, it changes the whole dynamic. We can create a caveat for anything that's said and always get away from answering the question.
Then I wouldn't be able to answer it, because there are too many variables. Like if you tell your doctor, I have this ailment, they're going to ask you 3 other follow-up questions so they can really pinpoint. So I wouldn't be able to say blanket statement. People give the answer or they don't. I think it's conditional.
But the problem is not you telling the doctor and the doctor asking you multiple questions. The problem is if the doctor asks you the question, do you answer the question or do you try to explain something? So if the doctor asks you 17 questions, I don't care how many, it can ask you 50 questions. Do people just give the answer to the question, or do they give a soliloquy to try to get the doctor to understand why they're about to give this particular answer?
I'll give you an answer. So he could say, are you having back problems? And I might say, I don't have permanent back problems, but I did recently hurt myself in the gym. And so right now I'm da-da-da-da-da. It could say, are you on medication? Well, I'm taking some.
Let's start right there. If he asks you if you have back problems, and right now you're having back problems, what the answer is yes. He's not asking you, do you have a history of back problems? He was asking you right now, do you have back problems? If you have a sore back, the answer is yes. It's
so
not
if I'm filling out a form and it says, do you have back problems? I'm going to assume that form means like, this is a problem for you permanently. That's what I would assume. I wouldn't think it would be, I just pulled my back and it's just a temporary thing. So I might put a little asterisk there and say, hey, I'm going through something right now, but if you ask me this in 2 weeks, no, I'm not going to check as having a.
But there's nothing wrong with you giving clarity to your answer. You still have to give your answer, and then you could explain why this is your answer. Trying to explain it and then saying, well, it's like, listen, are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. No, I'm not hungry. Are you in pain? Yes, I'm in pain. No, I'm not in pain. The answers are required for effective communication. And when people can't answer a question directly and then explain whatever nuance they want to add, when they give the nuance first, that's ineffective communication. It's poor communication. And it can be extremely disrespectful depending on how long your soliloquy is, because people oftentimes don't land their plane.
Ask me if I disagree.
Oh, I don't think you do. I believe you understand. I
Listen,
not
only understand, I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm taking you in good faith. What you say you do, I don't know if you do it for a living or you do it for a hobby or a combination of both, but I believe that you probably can communicate more effectively than the average woman. It doesn't change the fact that women are not better communicators to men in general, because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. You have to get to the thing as fast as possible. We can deal with the nuance.
So
Go ahead.
I have a hard time on this one as far as the communication goes, because I think it's a matter of what is valued. So for example, there was a joke we did last week. It was like a meme, and it's supposed to be a funny video. And it was the girl telling her boyfriend to go back to his friend and get the tea. Excuse me, the tea being the details about the breakup. So there was friend, her man, and then his friend. His friend broke up, and that's the backstory to the video. And she's sending him in. He's under duress, asking questions. Well, what happened? This, and this, and this, and this. So for a guy, he might say, I effectively communicated because I told you, we'll just say his name is Brian, that Brian and Trish broke up. I effectively communicated. A woman might say, you didn't effectively communicate because we don't know when they broke up, why they broke up, how. So that's why I'm saying, when you say, are they better at communicating? I do think that there have to be caveats. I don't think that there's an overarching winner. So if you were to say to me, we're playing a game and $1 million is on the line, you get a chance, one person has to send a message to the other team, you have to pick a female player or a male, I truly would be stumped. And that's my honest truth. Now, there are other things that I agree we struggle with. And that's why I have a course and I teach women all the things that they can work on. So the reason why I am prefacing this is because in my space, there are a lot of feminists. In my space, there are man haters. In my space, there are a lot of people who are provocative for the sake of being provocative because they're trying to go viral and they know that gets eyes. And there are a lot of people who are ego driven and they will defend their position just because they don't want to back off their square. So I have a hypersensitivity to any assumptions that I'm less than forthcoming. I'm going to just side with women and things like that. So that's why I'm giving all of the disclaimers that I am, because there are a lot of things that we do poorly. And I'll give you one example, then I'll give you back the floor. I asked the ladies to not vote on polls. We went 8 minutes over. I asked women to not vote on the polls that are for men. And when we do that, overwhelmingly the women vote on the polls for men. Men, maybe you'll find one, maybe two, extremely rare, but the men will adhere to it. So I'm saying that to say I'm not biased in any way towards women and I'm not biased against men. I really try to answer honestly as I see it. So when you ask who's a better communicator, I genuinely, I would be torn on that one because I think we communicate differently.
So let me, I believe you. I don't think you're being disingenuous at all. I believe you completely. So, but to the example you gave about Brian breaking up, Brian's supposed to go get the information from his friend's breakup or whatever the case may be. The problem with that is this: men care about the facts of what's important. They don't care about the minutia. They don't care about all the juiciness, right? That's something that women tend to want to hear because women love gossip. See, you can't send a man to go. You can't task men to go through. The man's going to go do recon and come back and give you the bullet points on what's important. He's not going to go in and do recon and be like, okay, I found out all the details about what I need.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What if it's journalism?
Well, that's different. So journalism is a job to bring the reader into the paint the picture for the reader.
Okay.
You didn't ask, like, we don't task our significant others who are not professionals in this field to go do what a professional in that field would do. Okay. All men are not journalists.
Okay.
Right. So when you do recon, you go and you get the important information. Now, if you discover other information while you're there, so be it. You capture that information as well. But you don't deviate from the mission trying to get unimportant information and spend too long in this space. Willie can tell you, as a former Navy man, you send somebody out to scout, they're going to get every piece of information they can get that's pertinent to the mission. They're not going to be like, well, let's find out the stuff that ain't important. There's just add some spice to it. No, because you may get caught while you're doing that. Get in, get out. Women will stay in toxic spaces forever because it's juicy. Watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, watching Real Housewives of Potomac, or Sister Basketball Wives, all that, all the little details. Ooh, girl, you see what such and such did? And they be trying to talk to their man about it. He be like, okay, who, what? Who broke up with who? Okay, Kim left her husband. All right, well, I don't care. I don't care why she left. Just because men don't care about all the juiciness doesn't mean they're not communicating effectively. They're like the doctor, right? The doctor wants to know what they need to know so they can prescribe what they need to prescribe. They don't want to talk about stuff that ain't. Your attorney will tell you, hey, don't say more. You be in court, less is more. But if you go in court and you just want to be talking, it's like, yeah, you about to lose your case. You stupid. And then I rest my case. Men communicate better than women. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't supposed to be here this long. But is it Yonci?
It is.
Yonci, I thank you for letting me come up on your show. I thank you for having the Discord with me, going back and forth. You let me talk, I let you talk. You cut me off, I cut you off. No disrespect, no ad hominems. I appreciate it. And I think you and I can have fruitful conversations in the future, even at points of contention where we disagree. So I respect your mind. I like your poise and delivery. I like your tone. I like that you even stand 10 toes down on what you believe, even if I disagree with you. We don't have to agree. I think.
What about my pettiness?
Huh?
You didn't comment on my pettiness. Do you like my pettiness?
Oh, I do. I did. I actually liked your pettiness. I was a little annoyed by your pettiness, just a little bit. But I could appreciate it.
Mission accomplished.
Listen, I could appreciate it because I'm like, you know what? If a woman can successfully throw some sass in without being disrespectful, I think that makes for a good dialogue because it's just like, all right, let her be her and let her take little jabs. As long as those jabs ain't hitting below the belt, bro, take those and just, it's all good.
A little stress.
I think it's okay. I think it's fair for a woman to throw little jabs, but I think it's crazy when she try to throw an uppercut because then you got to respond to that.
If you see the hyenas he usually argues with, you just set the bar high as hell for him. Because now he gonna be like, listen, I know I met somebody that can have a conversation, goddamn it, and not be disrespectful. Y'all need to go over there and learn from her. Like,
this is what is so interesting. I'm a passionate person, and I'm a seeker of truth. I'm fascinated. My father raised me this way. We would literally, one time we started out in the kitchen having a discussion and we talked through breakfast. My mom left to do whatever. I was like an adult visiting. Came back. She starts making lunch. She's like, you guys are still here? Still going. We talked through dinner. Like we're fast. Like we like to learn. And so I am the type of person, I don't have many people I can spar with, so to speak, intellectually. For me, I enjoy a healthy discussion. I don't like to debate for the sake of debating. I hate that. Literally hate
I'm saying, let me interject real quick.
Mhm.
Watch this, Willie. All your sparring partners that you learn from, majority of them are men, aren't they? You don't have sparring matches with women. You rarely meet a woman with your intellect, with your composure, and with your ability to articulate. True or false?
I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly. Because men communicate better than women.
I have a
Mission
lot of
accomplished. Microphone dropped.
I feel empowered by this conversation here.
I'm glad you do, because I noticed you had to get off the stage. This is the thing.
Wait. Was that a mic drop moment, Yonci?
I plead the fifth.
Mic drop.
This is the thing. And I'm going to say this since you went there. This is what I'll say because you went there. I have a lot of men. I have a lot of men who I look up to. I have a lot of men who I have learned from. One of my least favorite qualities in a man, I'm going to have you take a guess.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
My least favorite quality, I'm going to see if you can guess. It's one word. It's the thing that I am most turned off by and find the least attractive in a man, even if he is highly intelligent.
Insecurity. Insecurity.
Nope. There's one way worse.
A word that's
arrogance.
That's why we friends. That's why we
arrogance
friends.
is not worse than insecurity, man.
I said for me.
I heard you. I'm just letting you know for the record. Arrogance is not worse than insecurity. Insecurity is unstable. Arrogance is at least somewhat predictable.
So I'm not talking about romantically. I'm talking about if I were stuck in a room with someone, I would prefer that person be insecure than
I get it. Yeah. That makes sense. Sense because that's not going to annoy you that they're insecure just being in a room with them.
Right. I'll just feel bad for them.
Like in a relationship with them.
Oh, hell no. I could not be with an insecure man. No.
Right. I misunderstood the question.
Yeah.
And
I could not be with an insecure man, but I also could not be with an arrogant man. I have to catch myself to not get emotional. I have had very, very, very life-changingly unhealthy encounters with arrogant men. And so that is also a big part of the bristle statement, because I have dealt with a lot of chauvinism where because a man thinks he's better, he's not kind.
So let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question on arrogant. Is it arrogant men who were not actually good at what they were arrogant in?
Oh no, they're phenomenal.
So that's a turn off to you that men are arrogant in the thing that they excel at.
This is the sexiest thing a man could do. Be the best and not have to tell everybody.
That's definitely not true. You can say that.
How can you not tell me my truth? This is my truth.
No.
This is what I'm trying to say. I'm from LA. So I've dealt with actors, athletes, millionaires. I've seen it all. Politicians, high ranking.
So when you say sexy, the sexiest thing a man can do is be dominant at something basically and just not even talk about it.
I didn't say not talk about it. He doesn't have to tell everybody. Let me paint a picture. A man who walks into a club, you have two type of guys. One guy walks in the club, he has to order the bottle girls. They've got his name on there. They walking around and they holding it up. Then you have the other dude who comes in the back door. He knows, hey, I'm pulling up. He quietly goes in the back. He's got his little section. His people meet him there. Whoever comes to the section, that's the guy I'm going with. I'm never going with a guy who's, I make this much money and I play for this team and I.
But that's attracting and a turnoff. That's not sexy. Me coming through the back door because I'm connected and I may have wealth is not sexy. It may attract you, it may draw you to him, but it's nothing sexy about it. I'm just pushing back on the word sexy.
I'm okay with that. I can switch up.
This is that communication. This is that communication again. Another mic drop, might I add.
I'm gonna
Ms.
get a pat
Johnson,
on the
I
back.
don't want you to strike out on our first
I'm
encounter.
gonna give you a pat on the back emoji for the next one, so we can pat you on your back when you.
Ms. Yonci, I don't want you to strike out on our first encounter. So that's
How would I?
two now. We
How would I
good. We
strike
good
out?
people though. We good people for right now.
Oh, wait,
I don't
how-
want us to ever
edu-
not be good people.
Educate me. How do I strike out?
Well, I just showed you two ways that men communicate better by helping you change your stance on what you saying.
I struck out because you showed me how men. I don't follow. Try it again.
Okay. So I told you men communicate better than women. You've been either arguing it, debating it, challenging it, whatever we want to call it. You were not in agreement with me. Come to find out, when you like your sparring, when you're learning, your sparring matches are male, not female, because you don't spar well with women because you probably dominate them. So you have to.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm lost on where I'm striking out.
Okay, I'm telling you. So my claim is men communicate better than women. Your claim is just, if nothing else, a pushback.
Oh, you're scorekeeping like this is a debate, like a debate that has.
No. It's just twice that I proved to you that men communicate better, right? Because.
Oh, so you're bragging about the fact that
No, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm making you aware. See, problem
you didn't think I was
now
aware
you're
of the
striking out.
conversation?
Now, hold on. Now this is the third time you're striking out, because this is not me bragging. This is me making you aware that the claim I made, I'm supporting the claim I made. The claim you made, you're not able to support the claim you made. You're actually helping my claim. So we did that 3 times now.
So you're keeping so I'm going to define this. You're keeping score because instead of having a dialogue,
not score.
You just said strike out 1, 2, 3.
Right.
That
So
is
listen to me.
literally
Right.
scorekeeping.
That's
striking out as a baseball term.
That's a friendly jab.
Keeping
listen,
score.
listen.
It was just sass. It was like
it's a friendly jab, right? Like, it's okay for us to poke fun,
and it's a
right?
friendly jab based on scorekeeping. That's what's the humor in it.
No, it's not. No, it's not scorekeeping. Listen. It's not scorekeeping. But can I bring to your attention that if you make 2 mistakes and I bring those 2 mistakes to your attention, is that scorekeeping?
Literally the definition. You're looking at it as a mistake. So this is, I'll compare the two. There are people who have a dialogue and they're searching after truth. There are other people who look at it and say, I won, this person lost. To me, a healthy relationship, if we're going to go romantic relationship, a healthy relationship isn't looking to see who got marks on this. It's, hey, I open the person's eyes to this. I open it. If I'm coaching somebody, I don't go and say, oh, I scored this many because you didn't understand this coming in. We had a conversation and I was open to hearing your take. I'm open-minded and I'm looking at things and I'm listening to things. And that's the type of person that I am. Never did I sit here and think, oh, strike one for, I lost. If I looked at things as losing or winning, I would never want to have conversations.
But
we
this
all
wasn't
win
that.
when we have healthy conversations.
But this wasn't that, right? This was a healthy conversation. I brought to your attention. I brought something that supported the claim I made. Me just reminding you that there was a claim I made and there's some supporting information is bringing to your attention, is not keeping score.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay,
because you felt that this is, I would call this classic arrogance. It
really,
yes, and I'll tell you what it is. In the conversation, and this is why I'm hesitant to even give you a compliment, because this is what I have seen historically with men. You did a good job articulating yourself. You did not resort to sarcasm. You did not resort to being rude. You did not use profanity. And you cut me off way less than I did, because I'm still working on that, even though I hate being cut off. So I actually was in the middle of giving you a compliment and saying that, hey, I look at this as something that I enjoy. I like debates. I literally said the other day, Actually, no, it wasn't to Willie. I was talking to somebody and I said, I hate it when everyone agrees with me on my show. That doesn't make for a good show. Literally said that. So I was mid conversation and you came in and patted yourself on the back and said, you had 2 strikes. Oh, there's your 3rd strike. So what I'm saying is that to me is not in a physical attraction or relationship attraction, just in general as a human, that I find unattractive because your conversation spoke for itself. I don't think it needed to have a highlight of, gotcha. I had more points than you. Like it's not that kind of vibe.
But Yonci, that's just called friendly banter. If I was arrogant, the arrogance would have been displayed in me trying to reveal and make my points. See, the arrogance wasn't there. But when I did then it was like the arrogance show up when I make a joke. So when you throw some sass, what is that then?
We can unpack it. No, I definitely think.
I gotta run. But listen, I'll leave you on that cliffhanger, and maybe we can have this conversation again. Think about your sass. Think about your sass and ask yourself, is that arrogance then? And if not,
I heard your question the first time.
Then maybe you want to reevaluate my arrogance.
I heard the question the first time, and you had to go, but yet you had the need to reiterate. Okay, so we can do this all day. I am not the one.
Okay,
so
well,
you are dismissed. Time. You are dismissed. Thank you for joining the show. And if I allow you to come back, we'll see you again.
Well, listen, this is the arrogance leaving out.
At least you're owning it now.
It would behoove you not to invite me back.
Because the alternative would be continuing with the 10-year career that I have.
A barn burner. Nah, y'all have yourselves a good night.
You do, sir.
All right, be safe, G.
Yep.
I did it for him. Well done, Willie. Well done. Well done. You earned the paycheck that you never seem to get.
I'm all
Willie,
about
I have someone for you. Not Jacob coming back on now that he's gone.
Well, I was listening. I was taking
Jacob
it
said
in.
I wanted no parts.
Can I maybe share some takeaways that I thought was interesting? I do appreciate, and from both of you guys' point, the willingness to delve in and talk and use your words and understand what they mean. I think we don't do enough of that in all phases of life. I thought that was really cool because I think sometimes we use terms and we assume we know what they mean. I appreciate you both taking the time to understand what you were and clarify what you were talking about. That's a good thing. It needs to happen more in dialogue. Here comes the damn clock.
We're actually overtime, but yeah.
The second thing, you can cut off when you're ready, but please, I hate this clock. The other thing I think, when you really break down and hear what he's saying, I get his point. I understand the language can be a little hard to take sometimes, and I think that's a lot of times, medicine's hard to take when it's not wrapped in something sweet. I think
for your sake, I'll stop the clock.
Thank you, please. I think it just makes me rush. People like 2-minute warning.
That's literally the point because it's like over. Before you guys were like, "There's no warning," and I just closed the door. So I'm like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And we have these men and women conversations. I wish we did more of taking the emotion out, which is hard to do. Humans, it's hard to take the emotion out of things, and I think that's where we struggle. I'm human. I struggle with that myself sometimes. Like, don't take this personal, and I'm sitting here taking it personal and trying not to act like I took it personal. It is what it is. And I wish we did more of that because some of these, but sometimes it's not as entertaining. I think when we do that, people like to be entertained.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's where we start to lose it in most things. If people want to get excited, they want to be entertained, and then we miss.
They want to see people crash out, as the kids say.
Yeah, we don't accomplish nothing. We all were both a little petty at times. That was interesting. That was just funny. But maybe the last thing I'll say is I can't disagree with him on some things. I think we make the assumption that women are better communicators, and I don't always agree with that. I think he's right in that statement. Especially just talking about what I've experienced with a lot of women. I think he's right. When you get better at communication, you start to realize who's not really good at communication. And I think as I've gotten better, I've just realized a lot of people just aren't, and it's just not even worth the hassle. And so maybe you don't communicate because you don't think it's worth it. That's something I got to explore a little bit more. So anyway, I thought it was cool. A little long, but it was cool.
Well, I am willing to unpack my take on it, but we are 10 minutes. Well, now 11 minutes over time. So if anybody,
that was you using our time because you didn't want to concede. I think that was on you.
oh,
we paid for good time, and
there's a way that I have to communicate. That there's a right way.
You were trying to be right.
Being a man.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Willie?
Welcome to being a man.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to extend the show, I'm a bad guy if I just shut the doors, but I didn't shut it.
You're not a bad guy. We didn't even think we was gonna make it till 9 o'clock.
10 minutes over. No, I'm saying the 10 minutes over. I didn't stop the clock. I mean, I stopped the clock, but if I shut the doors, then I'm savage. But no one in the audience is extending the show, so I'll just eat the 12 minutes now and save my thoughts for the next.
Now it's our fault, Willie. You see this? She said she flipped that. It's our fault.
Oh,
no, I said no one in the audience is extended, and I'm going over 12 minutes. So
no, she gonna be all right. She knows she'll get taken care of. She'll be all right.
I'm not supposed to tell the audience that
one.
Oh. All right. Well, I will see you guys next.
Ain't nobody taking care of Yonci. My bad.
I'll share my my take on it on the next show, and I get 10 minutes extra early to the next time. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been fun.
Y'all be safe.